the morning, it's close to noon. Flex in the mirror, I need my workout soon. My arms are flabby, so is my gut. But when I squint real hard, I'm kinda buff. Look from an angle and close your eyes, and then imagine I'm the buffest guy. Pass me the pretzel, I don't need pills. I don't have tits, that's just a normal manly build. I'm fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm fitness Phil. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Flex. I'm flexing all my haters every single day.
Fuck all you hoes!
That will really show them that I'm super straight.
Stole that shit.
I love my wife, but I'm also into guys. Look at the hookster, the python sure is nice.
Oh.
Call me Phil Zanager, the way I'm terminating.
Bruh.
All the trolls on Kick who say I'm menstruating.
No!
I'm pissed the fuck off, I'm putting my foot down on all the bums in chat that say that I'm a clown. I'm fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm fitness Phil.
I'll take out. 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 I'll take out.
What's up, everybody? We're about to save the business once again, like Pat McAfee. So strap in.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules, and what I say goes. This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech, because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land. Control is desire. This desire. Take. This desire. Take. This desire. Control is desire. Devour. Let's stop this! What? Control is desire. Devour. Take. Do what gives you pleasure. And fuck everyone else. Devour. Control is desire. Take. Control. Take. Devour. Just care about money. That I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money. Take. Do what gives you pleasure and fuck everyone else.
I'll take out. I'll take out.
Why am I
pleasure and fuck everyone else. What?
Devour.
Control his desire. Her take. Control her take.
Devour.
Control his desire.
Devour.
Her take. Do what gives you pleasure and fuck everyone else.
I said get out.
Stole that shit.
Stupid, the banana song from Donkey Kong 64. Listen, I'm not mentally stunted. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. No one understands your memes because they're dumb. They're for dumb children, mouth droolers, you fucking morons.
Meerkat Mom.
Stole that shit. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. It comes in denim. It comes in denim. It comes in denim. It comes in denim. Denim, what do bananas have to do with denim? I'm up here.
You're down here. I can't hear you. You're below me. Because I'm not on your level.
It comes in
You
denim.
are so crazy, like obsessive,
It comes in
weird,
denim.
hyperfixated, autistic.
It comes in denim. It comes in denim. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. It comes in denim.
Putting the lyrics in my chat right now.
It comes
Okay,
in
I'm
denim.
just like, what the fuck? They're actually that nuts.
It comes in denim. The stupid, the banana song from Donkey Kong 64. Listen, I'm not mentally stunted. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. No one understands your memes because they're dumb. They're for dumb children, mouth droolers, you fucking morons.
Meerkat Mom.
Stole that shit. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. It comes in denim. I did not say it comes in denim. It comes in denim. That's exactly what I said. In comes the denim. It comes in denim. Has nothing to do with denim. It comes in denim. Denim, what do bananas have to do with denim? I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. It comes in denim. I did not say it comes in denim. It comes in denim. That's exactly what I said. In comes the denim. It comes in denim. Has nothing to do with denim.
The in comes the nana thing will never not be funny to me. Because he objectively didn't say it. He never said the in comes the nana. And then made it up. And now is insisting that he did say it. Never said it.
Banana. And one of them is like, put it in your mouth and squeeze. And then another part is like, it comes in denim.
Here. He said himself that it comes in denim. It does come in denim, and it will always will, because he doesn't determine what reality is. Everybody else does, because we all get to live in it, and he's delusional. Welcome, everybody.
Gentlemen, introducing the chocolate starfish!
Welcome to another insufferable edition of the Level 1 Swaycast. It's your host, Pat McAfee. And yet again, we're going to save the business. Welcome, everybody. First, Shout out to Alex for the 5 gifted before the stream even started, because he had to go to sleep. But I'm gonna visit him in his dream to thank him. Gonna be super positive. What else? I uploaded a video for the members talking about WrestleMania. So if you care about my opinion on WrestleMania, you can just go and watch the video and you'll find out. Spoilers, it's a mixed bag. Night 1 was trash and night 2 was decent. But I still hate Roman Reigns, so that's that's what happened. Anyways, let us begin by having a quick little introduction to the topic at hand. DSP's new attempt at virality is quote-unquote owning the meme and making fun of himself. And this is like in the biggest quotation marks you can ever imagine. As you can see here, in the last 2 videos, one of them is called Clefairy crushes DSP's cognitive. He's pretending he's fucking LTG, dude. It crushes his cognitive. Oh my god, he's cooked. Oh my god, this got 85 views in 4 hours. Holy mother of washed up. Terrible. Anyways, his cognitive is crushed, as you can tell here. The next one is better. This is my favorite one, because here he's really owning the meme. Attempting to catch Dratini. Breaks. Man baby DSP. He's broken. The man baby has been crushed. DSP plays it Pokemon whatever. 140 views in 4 hours. I'm not going to click on it just out of spite because I know that he wants me to click on it. He doesn't care because he has the mentality of the 2012 YouTuber where they don't give a shit about watch time. They just care about this number right here. This number right here. And even though his watch time is probably absolutely terrible and dreadful, I'm not going to give him the pleasure of having +1 views. So we're just going to watch it here on the Raw Phil stream. And I'll see where his cognitive gets broken and when the man baby is in full effect, which should be, I guess, here somewhere. Or maybe somebody timestamped it. Or maybe I'm just going to rage quit and not watch any of this shit because it's trash. We have some kind of interesting recent pre-streams where he talks about his business strategy going forward. As you can see, also, his fashion strategy is to own the meme and look like a complete doofus. Like, what is this fit? What is this fit? Perhaps we shall have a timestamp? Yes, here it is. Thank you, Eugene Krabs, for the stamp, bruh. So let's see his mental get crushed in real time in 1080p. And nowadays, since, spoilers, he is paying somebody to edit highlights of him, he's the fakest fucking streamer you've ever seen. Like, legit. If you think, like, Kai Cenat reactions are fake and whatever Kai Cenat's best friend's reactions are fake, this dude is the fakest streamer alive. Anyways.
It's Dratini. First I'll fade this Dratini.
And of course, his idea of being funny, like I said, is the 2011, 2012 YouTuber's idea of funny, which is I will be loud and I will sing a stupid song that I just made up on the spot and I will make weird faces for the camera. So it's like the Spoonie, the nostalgia critic funny, which is not funny. And it's not funny when he does it, in particular when Phil does it. It's definitely not funny then. Very nice. Mustache pick. There you go. Man, baby Phil. And this is the funny.
What the fuck is your problem, you dumb fuck?
Baller alert.
No, not baller alert. Is it not funny? Okay, hold on. I forgot. Let's run it back. This time is gonna be funny. Now that you know that it's funny, you should laugh. Okay, you ready? so funny. Oh my god. It's so funny. Yeah. This was it. This was it. And he's gonna cut this together into a highlight and demand 10,000 views. Because this is now the standard of quality, by the way. He wants 10,000 views per highlight. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I've been up since like 6:30 and I'm on so much caffeine that I'm starting to see through my screen. So this was it. This was the funny. I hope you laughed. If you didn't now, you should laugh next time. And that's it. No commentary. Actual no commentary. And I think no LOLs in chat either. Like, did people think it's funny? Oh, no. There was 2 people who said 3, 4 people, 5 people that thought this was funny. This is crazy. This actually might be the funniest moment of 2026 that he's ever had. Big ups Master Blaster, dude.
Is like a 12-year-old. All he needs is the backwards hat.
I know. I mean, like, I guess this is his idea. We're kind of all over the place, but fuck this. This is his idea of fashion. And I kind of understand the general concept, which is you have green on the shirt, on this Hawaiian shirt, and you have green on this t-shirt. And you also have orange that is kind of good contrast for the green and this. But also, that's not enough. Like, the concept is not enough by itself. You need execution. And with these clothes, it's just an eyesore. And not to mention that the face looks like a dude who is like, something really weird is going on with him. It's like a Resident Evil character that just got infected with something, you know? You know he's going to turn into a weird, ghoulish freak, but we're not there yet. We're, like, on the way. Also, hairline is more like Caroline-less. I don't know. Just laugh. I should make a weird face in the camera. But yes, this is your fit check for today. But then we have to do a fit check for this.
Like a dozen of glazed Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yummy.
Glazed Phil should change his name to Clefairy, seeing it suits him well. Detroit till I die. Meerkat Mob, who also
Dude, what?
you to a Flowers in a Cell match at WrestleMania 43.
Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 43?
Pain face whenever he's just in that bliss after saying something incredibly
The Max Payne face. You're onto something, yeah. You're onto something. But like a Max Payne, one of those goons that you kill, they would make a face like this. It would be like this. And you would kill him, and this is how he would die. And then he would be dead, but you can zoom in on the face, and it would look like this. Yeah, big ups, Javi Suavi, dude. But Swaggy Davis Jr., fantastic. Challenged me to a match in WrestleMania 43. Dude, you know that this is going to be in Saudi Arabia, right? It's going to be crazy. We got to go all the way to fucking Dubai to have a match. for me to job to you and get thrown off the roof of the cell and get a mild pop. I'm not doing that. Unless TKO is going to pay me well. And Pat McAfee is going to be there. Come on, we need Pat McAfee. This is another fitness check. Not fitness check, but fit check. Outfit check. Here we have what I like to call my grandma's tablecloth, repurposed as a shirt, and a gamer shirt underneath that is epic and fashionable because this man is a gamer. Minus the myrrh.
He's so skinny now all his old shirts actually fit.
That's true. They were kind of too small in the past, but now we're not exactly sure how well they fit because he always has the shirt on top of the shirt. So I don't know. It's still up for debate. People still can't agree if he's skinny, if he's fat, if he's skinny fat, if he's on Ozempic, if he's muscular, if he's healthy, if he's sick. Like it's all up there. It's all up in the air. Nobody knows. Big ups Rec 1990. So let's get into the topic at hand. Phil is going to fix the business, and he's going to become very popular. That's allegedly. Also, real quick, before we get into that, they made a pig go for the quartering. So now everything that he's ever said is going to get combed through with a fine-tooth comb, and they're going to make fun of him for decades. So good job, Quarter Pounder. You wanted to be an internet tough guy, and now you've solidified yourself as a lol cow, and everything you ever do in your life will be analyzed to the extent that DSP gets it. So there you go.
Apollo, what's going on? So let's just start right from the...
Oh, you recommended that to be Flair? Well, big ups. There you go. It's your fault now. He's going to blame you and come after you in real life. And apparently Ethan Ralph, but I'm not exactly sure about this. I just saw a couple of tweets. Ethan Ralph wanted to go visit the quartering to, I don't know, help him out or something. Or maybe Ethan is like homeless again. Maybe his porn star girlfriend is not making enough money to pay the rent. Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. It's very tough.
Of the hottest issue, what I want to talk about first
Yes, it's the hottest issue.
That in the last week, I have put up some interesting edited highlight videos here on DSP Gaming. Okay? So let's talk about this, because this is something that's been discussed ever since the fall. All right? If you guys remember, back when I had my interview with Asmongold in November, all of a sudden I got a big influx of new viewers to the channel. When that happened, the viewers were very confused. They were like, wait a minute, there's like no archive streams up on your channel. We can't seem to find your latest content. And I'm like, oh, it's because I do things differently. You know, I've been an 18-year running YouTuber. I used to do videos before anyone even live streamed. So I break.
So how does
videos,
what? How does that have anything to do with that? How is that addressing it? Well, I do things differently in a way that is worse and unintuitive because I've been doing things for so long that I never learned how to do it well. Yeah, that makes sense, Phil.
Upload them separately with thumbnails and titles. I put them in playlists, and that's how you can watch my content if you can't be there live. To which the response was, we're confused.
Oh, I just wanted to play this one.
It's kind of funny how DSP keeps reinventing himself, but just in a worse way every time.
Yeah, it's like Chris Jericho.
Those bands where only one member from the original lineup is left, but it's a band that never made it beyond opening act in the bar scene.
Guys, this time is so different. He's completely changed. You see, he's wearing different clothes, and the lighting is different. He's reinvented himself over and over again. Like Chris Jericho.
Where's the content? Where is it? I can't find it. And one of the things that we discussed was the possibility of a Clipper or a highlights channel or somewhere where my content could be broken down, edited to a way that is more concise, kills out dead time, you know, splits it into specific topics. For a perfect example here, a lot of the times on this very show, I cover multiple topics. Maybe I'll be talking about games I'm playing, then I react to a game trailer, but then I talk about a hot topic in current events or the like. Well, unless you're sitting here watching the entirety of the show, how do you find those topics, right? And to be honest, other people already do that. They're called detractors who steal my content.
Oh, so you want to make fun of yourself, essentially, because we don't edit together the most positive and chill moments when DSP made a funny joke. We edit together the moments people want to watch, which is when he fails and when he crashes out and when he cries about stuff, because he's a lol cow, and that's the only reason people care about him.
All right, we're not talking, oh, a fan of mine does it. No, people literally, as I'm live broadcasting, are streaming and copying and saving my content so they can clip it out and upload it to their personal channels with no commentary, no criticism. They're just stealing my content raw.
Hell yeah, that's based. Shout out Raw Phil.
So people said, well, why don't you just do it for yourself? And
why don't you steal your own content? To be honest, I'm trash. Nobody wants to watch it.
All right. There's a couple things that kind of hold me back from actively doing this.
No.
Doing it as quickly as I want.
No. And you know why the detractors do it and he doesn't? Because they don't make fucking excuses. They go out there and clip him and they fucking get views because they don't make excuses. Oh, man, I can't fucking make fun of DSP because I don't know.
The primary thing is...
I don't know. Stop making excuses if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, just let them fucking clip you. And because they're going to keep doing it anyways.
Hard to find someone that you can trust. And what I mean by that is Over the years, I've had a lot of different people who have helped me in various different capacities, whether it's someone who was just a moderator on my stream, someone who moderated my forums back when I used to have them, a webmaster who actually used to run a website for me.
Yeah, you pissed all of them off, and they realized you trash and
With
left.
some thumbnails, with video editing, with cutting down my streams, with all this kind of stuff. And, you know, the thing is, like I always say in life, it's kind of like a revolving door where not everyone has all this time to be helpful to you. I'm grateful for anyone who comes.
Well, I mean, like, I think he's just asking for too much. That's his biggest problem. He's asking for too much. He's asking for people to run his website, which is what they did. Like, Chris Furtado used to do that. He's asking for people to moderate for him for free, which means you need to be available like 7-8 hours a day to sit there and monitor the most toxic chat on YouTube. He's asking people, or at least he used to, ask people to make thumbnails for him. Now he's asking people to make intros for him. Remember, like a couple of weeks ago, it was about, guys, I need somebody to volunteer to make some intros for me. And so on and so forth. And it's like, bro, you require, even from the most basic form of DSP fan, he requires a lot of dedication that no one is willing to do for him. Unless he pays a good amount of money to justify somebody's time working for him, which I always think is completely wasted time, because you're working to make somebody who is not successful still not successful. Like, you will get 0 results. It's all lipstick on a pig, as I like to say. It's superficial changes to a formula that is awful, and that will not bring you any results. So you will be trash, and you're going to edit content that is trash, and not for a single point in time will you be proud of what you actually did, because it's all garbage. Like, you're going to make a video for DSP that's going to get 1,000 views, and it's going to be a montage of DSP's absolutely garbage gameplay. You're going to make a thumbnail for him that Duty is going to make a thumbnail that is 5 times funnier. Snort Hogan going to make a thumbnail that is 5 times funnier. I'm going to make a thumbnail that is 5 times funnier. And in the end, you're going to get mocked by everybody. And ultimately, you're putting in effort for a guy who genuinely doesn't appreciate it and genuinely doesn't give a shit about you. And all these people that left because they realized that. They realized that for him, you are absolutely nothing. You are just another brick in the wall, another fucking dent that he can take advantage of, and you can work for him so he can feel like a mature adult businessman, and he can complain about being too poor to pay you an actual freelance editor's wage because he's a bitch.
Comes by and helps me out in any capacity, but it's not always possible. Sometimes they'll be here, then they can't be here, then they come back later. You know how it goes. But I stream full time. Like, I'm here usually 6 days a week streaming full time. I don't have time to sit around, cut down, edit out, and make highlight montages of my own content. I mean, I already do all of the thumbnails and uploading for my content. I don't have time to do highlights too. Okay? And so who do you trust? Right? Do you rely on someone who is kind of like someone who you consider maybe like a friend behind the scenes?
Why do you have online friends behind the scenes? That's weird.
Or do you pay someone to do it?
Yeah, you pay somebody to do it as like a freelance editor. You just go on Fiverr and you find somebody, and that's it, literally. And you tell them, download this video with YouTube to MP4 downloader and edit it in this way that I tell you, and I'm going to pay you per hour or whatever. Like, well, I used to do Upwork, and Upwork has this thing where it literally takes a screenshot of your screen while you have it turned on, and there's a meter that, you know, it counts how much money it costs the person that you're working for, and there you go. Like, yeah, it's actually not hard at all. And he can find some guy from a third world country to edit shit for him for like $5 an hour or even less.
All right. So here's the truth. It took a
And those videos, if you're like a semi-decent editor, those videos take no more than an hour to put together.
to try to figure this out. And finally, after having talked to certain people or whatever, made a determination. So here's the thing. There's 4.
You talked to certain people or whatever. Who?
He makes his detractors sound based as kitten. He talks about how much power and control them have over him.
Yeah.
He cannot move or talk without thinking about them first. He talks about how many of them there are, how many views they get, and how rich they are.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Like, it sounds like it's really cool to be one of them. And be able to do things that he cannot afford to do. Like make funny montages of his own videos that get a lot of views. That get way more views than he could do by doing the same thing. Because guess what? This, well, not this. Where is the shitty video? The edit. This video is essentially a memology video, but 10 times more boring and twice as long. And it got like a fraction of the views that memology would get on a regular video, which is like, let's say around 10,000. Yeah. He can't even like make fun of himself the same way that he says many people do, and it's easy as hell. Because he's trash. He's actually that trash.
The Snort Rico Deprecation Society dude.
Yeah, dude, he's the learning tree. He's the learning tree.
Clips, if you guys have seen them, let me show them to you in case.
And I've heard the name Lummox being thrown around, which I think is a very serious accusation. Because if you want to accuse Lummox of being his behind-the-scenes video editor, then that means that he's a grifter. He's straight up a grifter. Because Lummox is a troll channel for a lol cow, Wings of Redemption, and supposedly he doesn't like the Wings of Redemption antics, which means that, considering the DSP is a pretty shitty person as well, he wouldn't like the DSP antics as well. And if you're getting money behind the scenes to edit videos for this guy, and you're working for him and helping him, then that just makes you insincere and a grifter. So I'm not going to make that accusation. I don't think, just like we talked about it on TBS, I don't have reason to believe Lummox in particular is the guy editing the videos. I think the videos are edited in a super basic way, so there's nothing pointing to being it anybody in particular. But I think it's not Phil, because Phil is trash at everything, including editing videos. You've seen him edit videos. He cannot put together a montage of his own shit.
Actually haven't had a chance to watch them, or you weren't even aware that they existed, because I want to show you how you can find the clips, all right? So here's the deal. Here is DSP Gaming, which, by the way, I love to brag that it's hard-coded to youtube.com/DSP Gaming.
Why would you?
It's so old. It's a legacy channel. It's better.
Why would you brag about this? You can just get an at. Remember when they made the ats a thing, like the channel tag, and you can just get anyone because they were all free at the time? Like, why would you brag about having it hard coded?
Since 2010,
That's not how it
have
works.
that address. Everyone else who makes a YouTube channel has to have that stupid ad address, and their real address is.
Oh, because but he does. He has the at. Like, I can't show it, but this is his channel, youtube.com/@DSPGaming. I'm right there right now. You can do that on your own browser as well. Oh, what a flex.
Symbols and bullshit. But
At symbols and bullshit. I don't even have that.
I actually have the address. That's the name of my channel, which is pretty darn cool. So, FYI, here it is. And what you do, if you want to see these new highlight videos that I'm uploading.
I can't imagine DSP paying well for this kind of shit, too. Like, I can't imagine that he pays you anything more than any random guy on Fiverr would pay you to edit, like, basic-ass videos. Because it's fucking DSP, bro. It's DSP. And he's gonna have to deal with you and make a bunch of, like, fucking written consent, like, non-disclosure agreements and weird, like, pricing estimates and shit, and be like, okay, so if this video gets 5,000 views, you can get $5. And if this video gets 10,000 views, you can get $6. And at which point, just go work at fucking somewhere else, man. Damn.
You scroll down the page until you see DSP stream highlights. Okay? What I used this playlist for previously was to find either raw live streams that I thought you guys would be interested in watching, or if I did break out a special video or recorded something that I wanted to highlight, I would put it into this playlist. As you can see, I told everyone, don't buy the Virtual Boy back in February. It was a scam, right? I talked about Arc Raiders when it came out. I talked about how I absolutely hated the combat of Crimson Desert at launch, and that video actually did pretty well. I have my 2 April Fool's specials, which I have here archived. Then I put my entire birthday marathon on there. And then there's the four more recent videos, which is what I really want to address here today.
Dude, I love this. Like, I love this. I love seeing a glimmer of hope in his eyes and watching it week after week get slowly extinguished until it just turns into one of those, like, rest in peace DSP reacts and rest in peace DSP throwback, and watching him speak with such defeat in his voice about how it failed and how, well, you guys, well, we started doing this and then eventually, like, the excitement wore off and the momentum wore off, and watching him go back all the way down to level 1 is so beautiful to me. And I found no other lolcow that would give me this same sense of satisfaction. Watching some guy that thinks that this absolute fucking garbage is gonna work, and then eventually coming to the realization that, of course, not because of his own actions, but something else, it just doesn't work, is so good. Big ups Ilmoto for the $1, dude.
Dinosaur with this embed, like who actually types out the whole URL? I bet this guy still tells people to go to www like it's 1994 and people still think the internet is a digital surf the net. Fellow kids.
But dude, remember when he had like stream graphics? I guess here in the beginning of the stream, he might still have them. And they had the whole HTTPS www.youtube.com/DSP gaming. That was his whole link. And you know, the normal way people do it is you have an icon that is like the YouTube logo, like this. And you have at DSP Gaming, or in his case, without an at, because he's really cool.
So starting about...
But no, he needs to make sure that you're using SSL certificate. So it's https://www.youtube.com/@DSP Gaming/videos.
A little over a week
Sounds
ago,
good.
I quit Street Fighter 6.
Hey, big ups, bro side Phil, 25 months, dude.
I rage quit it. I had enough of it. To be honest with you, I just don't like the game that much anymore. It was fun the first year to year and a half. I just don't enjoy it that much. It really is a very frustrating endeavor for me to play it. And I said, I got too many other things I want to do. I'm done with this for now. So I dumped it, and I said, well, if I'm going to dump it, let's dump it in epic style. And I had someone make me
an epic style
of that stream, of me getting my butt handed to me with E-Honda and me essentially crashing out, rage quitting it, and saying, I'm done with this game. It was done in an entertaining manner, lots of editing and effects and transitions and the like, and it was about a 20-minute video. People liked it, all right? It's been up for over a week now. It's got almost 4,000 views, so pretty good. And the thing is, I didn't tell anyone I was going to do it. I didn't tell anyone that I was working on it. Now, let's...
Okay. So do you need to constantly promote your own stuff to have anybody even watching it? Like, this got terrible views, all things considered. All things considered, Darkside Phil rage quitting Street Fighter 6 once and for all should have gotten more than 3,000 views. Or let's round it, 4,000 views. It makes no sense for me. It actually makes no sense for me. But of course, it did get way more views on the Memology channel and on Snort Hogan and whoever else clipped it. Of course, it got more.
Person making these videos?
No.
Am I paying someone to professionally make these videos?
Professionally make them, by the way.
So that's why they look so good. You know, I don't have... Do I have video editing experience and capability?
Yes.
I do. Do I have the time or means to learn?
No, but you don't have experience, though. You're terrible at this. I mean, probably DSP could have managed to cut together, considering it's all just quick cuts, cut together a montage of losing in Street Fighter and yelling. He could have pulled that off, but he didn't because he's lazy. And to be honest, it would probably take him less time than paying somebody and waiting for somebody else to do it, because you're the guy making the stream. You know when all of the most entertaining and fun moments happen. So obviously you would just know where to go and how to clip them quick, and that would be it.
To the extent that
But we're talking about Darkside Phil. I mean, let's be honest.
this person knows and do it that good, No, I don't. So they're just doing much better work than I could pump out. Okay? So that is the first video. And then this week, I knew that I wanted to do more videos, but I was trying to save it up and say, let's wait for something important to happen. And I knew that there was multiple.
But that's the thing, though. That is what makes it so interesting to me. Maybe I'm looking into it too much, but in the past, this is far from the first time he's ever had somebody edit a video of his. But we've never seen it this glazed. Like here, he says, am I paying someone to professionally make these videos? And the videos are like super basic. They're very basic. That's why they look so good. And here he says, do I have the time to learn to the extent that this person knows? You're talking about it like his fucking, I don't know, Turkey Tom's editor or some actual professional editor. And it's just a guy that knows how to cut something and then put a transition.
New game.
Like, it's just so suspicious.
This week,
Who are we glazing that much?
Montages of each game might actually do some wonders for the channel. Maybe someone would discover that I'm playing the game if I put out a montage rather than me playing the raw game. And so we have Mouse PI for Hire, where I went full noir with my face cam going gray, or I guess I should say monochrome. And we have a 40-minute montage of the first 3 hours of that game. And then I played Pragmata on Friday, and you can see the results. Absolutely terrifying, right? So there's about 20...
Oh, absolutely terrifying? So he hates it. He hates it. He's already disappointed. Because the first thing about making a YouTube video is having no expectations. Because if you have expectations and you don't immediately get instant gratification, you're going to be disappointed. And why would you want to make YouTube videos while being disappointed and having like negative energy around them? And that's how you end up with so many channels that are just so parasocially, terminally online, to the point where it bleeds through in the video. And you can tell, okay, this person was miserable making this video. Why would I enjoy it? Like, what would I like about this video? And obviously, he didn't fucking care about these videos, and he hated that they got so little views. Look at this, 1.7 thousand, and he paid somebody to make this video, which is bad, by the way. Like, the thumbnail sucks. The title sucks, is way too long, and the video itself is too long. If you're going to make edits like this, make it 10 minutes long. Make it so people get hooked and they stick around and watch the whole thing. Instead of watching the first 10 seconds and then being, oh, it's just this guy doing a let's play with bare minimum editing, which is exactly what it is. This is the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Here, you're kind of onto something with the thumbnail, with this obviously clickbait because it's a little girl with DSP's face that makes it look like Mr. Bean. But still, way too long. And yeah, well, the video sucks. Like, I watched it, so it sucks.
6-minute montage.
Again, I'm going to give an example. Oboe Shoes. Oboe Shoes games. And the dude plays through the whole game and only takes the fun parts. So these are literally 10 minutes long, less than 10 minutes long. So he played the Avatar game, and this is what he has to say about it. We got semi-interesting, quick, fast-paced gameplay with some jokes. We have the whole playthrough cut together, literally the whole playthrough of the whole game in 10 minutes, and he just picked the best moments.
I order you to shoot Harper.
Uh-oh, what am I gonna do? Shoot the troops or shoot the blue guy? Shoot the blue guy. Sorry, Navi, I want the shotgun back. I can't believe our helicopter crashed, apparently. That usually never happens in video games on PS3. Ugh, it feels like I was just a blue guy and got shot.
You know, for example, this what I think is gonna work out for him. Semi-okay. Even though it's, again, like, you need to consider, when I'm giving this advice, I don't consider that this is DSP. Because if I had to give advice to DSP, it would be to squeeze the peel in his mouth of a 9mm banana, if that makes any sense. Like, that's the only solution I can find. There's no way to fix his channel. There's no advice you could give him that he's going to follow. There's nothing that you can tell him to do that he's going to do to a good extent, because he doesn't actually have his heart into it, and he doesn't watch other people's to know what is good. So he doesn't know what is good. He wants people to tell him what is good.
Of that, all right? And so I put both of those out, and admittedly, I wanted to do this as kind of a litmus test, right?
A litmus
if I do
test.
highlights.
No, that's you can't put out one video and expect to do some sort of analysis.
Not eat the computer. Big ups.
Cat is the editor. You know what? I think that's not a bad idea. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Because from what I've heard, she watches some of his streams and she likes him and she used to be a fan. So if there's anyone who knows what a Dent would like is a former Dent and a current soulmate, you know? So that's not a bad idea. And editing videos the way that they're edited on his channel is very easy. You download DaVinci Resolve. The hotkey to cut a video is Control and B, and you click the hotkey when the highlight starts, and you press it again when the highlight ends, and then you delete everything around the highlight. And once you have enough highlights, you have a highlight video. And DaVinci Resolve has a bunch of transitions that are super quick and easy to use. Just drag and drop it. And that's it. Literally, that is it. It is so easy. Even Kat can do it. And she should.
Baller alert.
I recommend he cosplay as a piñata from the neck connected to a load-bearing beam. Realistic costumes will save the channel.
Well, he hates cosplayers, so I guess we can maybe a Halloween costume of a piñata. He loves Halloween costumes. Maybe we can count on that. But cosplay, no, he hates them because it's the Japanese, something Japanese in anime.
Drama stuff, what would happen? Because let's be honest, this video right here is drama. This is me raging, crashing out, and quitting Street Fighter 6, and everyone loves drama. So, of course, that does nearly 4,000 views in the week that it's live, right? So then I said, how would these videos do? As you can see, they did almost equally. Basically, a good audience of people checked it out to see the montage of what I'm doing in these games. And I'm curious, you know, will this work for every new release that I do? Would it give some more attention to what I'm doing? However, what I like to do is
no.
pay attention to the raw gameplay videos below. As you can see,
I would like to direct your attention. This is an actual fucking PowerPoint presentation. I hate this. An actual PowerPoint during the worst Teams call of your life.
well, all right.
However, attendance is not mandatory, so it's not the type of thing that's going to show up in your calendar, and people are going to ask you if you're going to join.
You might say, well, is it a result of the games? I don't think so. The games are absolutely great, okay? But I don't know if it's people are just stealing my content and getting my footage up immediately before I can. I don't know if it's because I put up these montages that people just watched the montages and said, oh, now I don't have to watch.
Bro, they're not, but it's like, it's a montage that is 45 minutes long that summarizes a video that is an hour long. So you're barely, like, any difference. At least make it like 15 minutes long so people can be like, oh, I want the extended cut because I wonder what happened during this boss fight or something. Give them a reason to go watch your other stuff. And this guy's been doing it for like a quarter of his life. God damn. Damn near half of his life if you think about it. Let's say, what was it, 18 years? And he's like 44?
Bro,
It's almost half of his life.
with sample sizes of 1.
Yes, right? Right? And it's far from the first time. Because he's done many experiments like this throughout the years where he's going to do one thing or at most two and then be like, well, you guys didn't like it, so I'm not doing it again. Because something, instant gratification, and that's bad. That's a bad thing.
The raw gameplay? I don't know. But for new releases, these are not doing well at all when it comes to the on-demand views. To be honest, I mean, this has been live almost 3 days, and it doesn't even have 500 views. That's pretty bad for a video game playthrough, okay? It's being
How many times are you expected to watch the same DSP segment?
doing like Pokemon Fire Red.
So if you don't watch him on stream, he's going to cry about attendance being low on stream. But if you don't watch him on stream, you can go watch the recorded video. But if you don't watch the recorded video and watch him on stream, he's going to cry about the views being low. So you legit need to commit yourself to actually force yourself to watch his content twice. Just so he can be, well, I wouldn't say happy, but less disappointed.
And
Yeah,
they're doing
it
better.
makes sense.
So why these two new games particularly aren't taking off with on-demand views, I have
Oh
no
yeah,
idea.
this should be taking off.
other games that I'm playing are doing well. So it is a little confusing. All right. But notably, the one I would really like to direct your attention to is a video that I released 15 hours ago that absolutely no one expected. And I even talked about not even doing.
No, look, he literally prefaced. Okay, he's talking about the quartering video. And the day before the quartering video came out and he had the segment explaining it, somebody asked him, well, Phil, what do you think about the quartering drama? And then he said, you need to ask me, what was that? You need to formulate the question officially so I can formulate an official response. It's like he was the fucking ambassador of something. Actually crazy. So this is why he said it, because he wanted to come on stream the next day and have the DSP take on this stupid shit. And that's exactly what he did. And to be honest, this got shit views. Like, it's got disappointing views. It got almost 4,000 views in 15 hours. This is bad. But people said he was based in the comments.
Week. Okay, as you can see, the latest highlight video from DSP Gaming is my broken down, put together, edited thoughts on the quartering versus Kino Casino feud that is currently going on right now. Okay? So you might say, well, wait a minute. Phil shared his thoughts about that. When the hell was that? You may not even be aware. Fair enough. It's because I talked about it on my morning show on Friday. So unless you were here live for the morning show and you saw it in its entirety,
or you watched the on-demand video of the morning show,
you probably had no idea that I even discussed the topic.
But, like, how would... Like, come on, you're so fucking shameless and fake. DSP Gaming. Without the @ of course. Unless, yeah, it is with the @. So this, since it's the highlighted video on his channel that automatically plays when you open the page, this is also a thing that you can set up. This has 6,844 views now in 2 days, which means it's taken off and it's massively successful. And if you go back to the day he had this take, guess what? Oh my god, look at this. The DSP Morning Show, reacting to Metro 2039 and Kino Casino / quartering feud. So yes, unless you caught it live, or then you caught it on demand here in this video, that came out a day before this video, you didn't know his take. Or maybe you did.
Okay? So a really weird thing happened yesterday. Okay? For the record, this video had already been done, but I didn't want to release it at the same time that I was releasing other videos, because it would make sense to say dump the Pragmata montage and immediately dump this highlight video about that drama. They would be two videos competing for each other's attention. So
but bro, you upload like 10 videos a day on that channel. We're way past that point. We're past the point of caring about how many videos you upload so people can stay subscribed to you.
The Pragmata video, I let it sit there for about 16, 18 hours. And then yesterday on my day off, I dropped the highlight video of my thoughts about this internet feud. Okay? As I dropped the video, okay, the weirdest thing happened. It actually very quickly, not for a long time, but for a very short period of time, it hit the algorithm.
What? No. I mean, no. Bro, it has like 3,000 views. What algorithm are you talking about? That's 3,000 views at time of recording what I'm watching right now. And right now it has 6,000 views. And look at this smug look he gives you. He's so proud of this. Which is like, he had a lolcow opinion about other lolcows fighting. That's literally what it is. Whoa, I wonder what this guy's gonna say about the other people that are on his level fighting.
But for a very short period of time,
it hit the algorithm.
And a couple YouTubers, right as it one of them, I think his name is Camelot.
Oh yeah, Camelot, by the way. Camelot. Actual like drama farming channel that's pretty bad at what he does because he gets shit views. Camelot, I don't even know what like quartering. Yeah, this guy gets great views, by the way. And my favorite video of his is the most popular one that is called "I'm 31 and have no friends," in which he cries and that's the best part of the video. Look, the most replayed part of the video is when he cries. Because he got no
They
friends.
chose to come.
They chose to come. Yes. Yes. Big ups, Camelot.
To this get together with me.
Oh no, it's to the something else. I love watching people cry. Especially willingly record themselves crying on the internet and posting themselves on the internet. Oh, and this guy's next. I wonder if this guy is going to think DSP is based. I'm 27 and never had a girlfriend. Mr. Gaming Guitarist. Imagine being a guitarist and not being able to get a girlfriend. Wait for it. What is he going to say, guys?
I learned that they were my real friends.
They were or weren't? I don't care enough to find out. I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger.
He watched the video when it had less than 300 views. So
holy shit.
On live, like within half an hour. And he watched it and reacted to it. And he liked it. And then that sent his viewership over to check it out. And then more people checked it out. And then more people checked it out. Now, what's funny is you might say, oh, viral popularity. Are you kidding me?
What viral popularity? Where? Where?
The video has 3,700 views.
I mean, yeah, but you said it hit the algorithm. When somebody says they hit the algorithm, they get 100,000 views. At least. And look at this. I love this smile. This is the DSP smile thing. This should be an emote.
That's not viral popularity. Okay, at all. But for the first time in ages, people on the internet saw one of my videos, said, oh, I'll check this out. And if you actually check out the video, you'll see hundreds of comments, hundreds of likes.
Hundreds, maybe millions. I kind of low-key want to find out. Let's find out what the gimmick was here. They were my, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. For years now that I don't have friends. And it's just crazy to me. I left.
Oh, he actually has friends. We got swerved.
And I realized that I have friends.
Realized he had friends because somebody went to like a party with him or something. I don't know. He went to a meetup or something. I just wanted to find out what happened. So I got swerved and snaked. He actually has friends. So we have, what was that? DSP Gaming now. Let's check out all the comments. And I'm sure they're super cool and glazing comments because it's a DSP video that he deleted all the negative comments on.
Quartering.
So.
Quartering.
As far as I understand the story, it is fair game to talk about things that Quartering talked about himself when doing a live stream under influence of alcohol. Yeah. But DSP didn't say any of that. He did not give you any of that context. When DSP is the voice of reason, we've gone downhill as a society. Kino Casino never attacked his family, Mr. Phil. So there we go. We already corrected. This is like, actually, they don't really like him. Need more edited videos like this. Whoa, an edited video from Phil plus a good take. The standard really is that low. None of these OG streamers would have drama if they had chosen to do chill gaming sessions like the King. That's true. That is true. 143 comments. Unbelievable.
People are like, oh, I really like this video. Phil has a good take. He's intelligent with the way he's speaking about the subject.
Yep, super intelligent.
Is good. Because the editor...
It's like somebody with CTE.
In supplemental information. So, for example, when I'm saying, oh, I had an interview with the Quartering, he showed a clip of me being interviewed by the Quartering.
No way. Like an editor would? Holy shit, he's leveling up so hard. He's now on level 1.5.
When I'm talking about working with Kino Casino, he has the clip playing.
Oh my god, he has a clip playing showing a relevant thing that is being talked about. No way, dude. DSP would only flash, like, he would have words on the screen. He would have, if you want to see the whole thing I'm talking about, go to www./https.com.
When he talks about
/DSP Gaming,
the casino is done
with a space.
Poses that over the screen so you can see the information I'm addressing live.
Oh, he's getting his money's worth.
So to be honest, that clip is better than watching the Raw show because it has more information added to it that makes it better.
I mean, considering the Raw show was borderline, like I said, CTE, somebody with a concussion talking about and telling you a story, if you knew nothing about what's going on between the quartering and Kino Casino, you would walk away more confused and you would somehow know less than what you knew before that, which was nothing.
If that makes sense.
Because then it's like, he's trying to tell you the story of what's going on, but he's completely misinformed and has no idea what he's talking about. And also, he's inserting a bunch of information that nobody asked for about himself, which also no one cares for because you're not, like, no one cares. Tell the story.
So far, the video's been live for 15 hours. Well, actually, I hadn't refreshed this. Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, let's refresh. We're going to get 3 more views.
Look at that. So the video's been live for 15 hours and currently has 3,800 views.
Holy shit. It's taken off.
Okay.
And climbing. I mean, well, they did. So I can't make fun of that.
So
they were climbing.
Now, to be honest, I don't really think that I have a polarizing or strong take on the subject. I don't take sides in this take if you haven't seen it yet. I personally don't like Kino Casino, but also I'm honest about what I think about what's going on with the situation with the quartering. I also don't bring up any personal shit at all in it, which is funny because it seems like everyone else who talks about this topic has to bring up all this personal shit and
well, because
I'm not even going to talk about it.
It literally is the cause of the conflict, is that they made fun of him for suggesting that his friend is fucking his wife, allegedly. That's what they made fun of him for. And then he was like, stop making fun of me or I will use my infinite powers and connections to take you down and deplatform you. And then they were deplatformed in that particular way. And then people were like, well, the quartering did it because he threatened to do it. And then the quartering said, well, I didn't do it, or maybe I did, but I didn't. But maybe I did. And if I wanted to, I would have done it, but I didn't. And then everybody's like, he's a cuck. He's getting his wife fucked by a bull, allegedly. And that's the story. And then DSP said he knew nothing about any of that. And he didn't know anything about literally the most important part of the story, is what caused the whole thing to happen and why.
I'm just going to talk about the situation, okay? So if you're interested in it, give it a look. You might enjoy it, okay? You might not, but hopefully you will, all right? And if you do like it, then...
Yeah, I love a very...
Give it a look.
Very long-winded and misinformed explanation of a story that you can find somewhere else much better. You can literally get, like, the summary of this on Twitter. Literally.
Do highlight clips like this.
Yes.
So far, I'm pleased with the results.
Oh, this yes-no thing is really bad.
Here.
Cringe as hell. I'll be honest here, I'm not entirely pleased.
Initial results, and I do hope that they get better. Right? Like right now, having a highlight clip that did 3,000 views, 1,000 views, that's negligible, and it's not going to help the channel. Okay? It's not. If I just do highlights and they do a couple thousand views each, it's really not a big deal. Okay? What I really need is these views to start pulling in numbers like 10,000 views, right? If I get 10,000...
Bro, this is not happening. If you can't get 10,000 views talking about literally the most popular drama on the internet right now, while it's still hot, you're not getting 10,000 views. You need to actually just start lying to people and clickbaiting them to get 10,000 views. It's not happening, buddy.
Clip. I'll actually start to get a new viewer base that will come watch my content. That's the goal. Will it ever get to that? That, honestly, is dependent on the YouTube algorithm and on people actually checking out these highlights. Because here is my fear, all right? These will start to get lost in the shuffle. Meaning, on a given day, for example, Friday, right? I uploaded the DSP morning show. Right here. Here's the actual Raw video where I talked about the Kino Casino quartering situation. 475 views. So my opinion on that went from 475 views to 3,800 views and climbing.
Whoa, they're climbing.
Okay? So I uploaded the morning show. I uploaded 3 parts of Pragmata. Then I uploaded more gameplay on the late stream, right, which was Crimson Desert, 2 videos of Crimson Desert that are in this playlist. And then I did the daily wrap. And then at the end of the day, I highlighted.
That's like how many videos?
Montage.
That's way too many.
And this poses a problem.
Dude, there's channels that I like that I'm not gonna put up with more than one daily video. Even like if it's a live stream. And like, let's say that I'm watching this channel because of like normal edited videos, and they decide, okay, well, I'm gonna have a live stream every day. I'm not putting up with that because I'm subscribed to legit like 1,000 people. Well, not 1,000, but like a couple of hundred. And when I open the sub box, I want to see a couple of hundred people's channels. I don't want to see this one channel thinking it's all about him, like fucking Phil. And this, ironically, was the same problem back in the day. Why he didn't really care and why he made a bunch of excuses is because he was uploading, what, 60 videos a day? 40 videos a day? Actually. Like, actual. Damn. Big ups, Chris Dorner, Respecter, 8884, dude.
His new style. Incel gamer shirt with boomer Hawaiian overshirt. I think he thinks he looks lean instead of emaciated melted butter.
I talked about it briefly in the beginning. I think is awesome and cool, and he should wear more clothes like this that fit him great. As far as his build, he's in a very weird, like he looks like Jelly Roll. If you know Jelly Roll, it's like a fat-ish. Well, Jelly Roll was a lot fatter than him, but it's a fat guy that went on Ozempic and lost a bunch of weight, and you can tell he's on Ozempic. And DSP looks like emaciated and sick. It doesn't look healthy at all. But he never looked healthy because he always looks like a weird ghoul. So whatever he's doing, keep doing that, Phil. You're super healthy and handsome.
Because if I'm uploading these highlights and it's the last upload of the day, at the very least, it'll get that little bit of boost of views because it is the last one of the day.
No.
But at the same time,
stop treating your viewers as cattle. I know most of them are, particularly the DSP viewers. That's what I mean. But stop explicitly actually treating them like they're cattle. Because it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. Treat them like people and think about, what do people want to see? What do you want to see, Phil? If you were watching the channel of some fat idiot online, what would you want to see? And then start making things that you would want to see, and eventually people like you that would like to see those things would like to see those things and would see them.
if I've uploaded all those videos on that day, people might not see the highlight, right? So it's challenging. I'm really not sure what to do, all right, about it. Some people have suggested make a separate channel.
Oh, yeah, make 10 separate channels.
Make a new channel from scratch to try to build up a subscriber base, a viewer base, to get it to even qualify for monetization.
Why would you want monetization? Isn't the point to get more people watching you? But of course it is about money. DSP doesn't do anything for free. If he could charge people to wipe his ass, then probably half the time he would be walking around with a full diaper. So yeah. Because like pick a thing, man. It's either you want a channel to have clips on so you can get more people to watch your clips and excerpts of what your content is about so you can attract them, or you want to make money, which already you make money on like 5 channels.
Is an arduous task in this modern era when you're
an arduous task. Just take one of the dead channels and repurpose it, like DSP Reacts, which is now, what is that? It's still DSP Reacts.
I'm not big.
He's not big.
You might say, why don't you just repurpose one of your other channels? I could take DSP Throwback.
Oh, yeah, sure. Repurpose. This is like the 3rd time it's being repurposed.
Highlights or DSP.
Yeah, DSP Highlights.
Or something like that, right? And then that could be that channel, admittedly. But that means sacrificing that channel, meaning if I ever want to go back to it, it's not that anymore, right? That
you sacrificed the channel. Bro, nobody cared about it. At the peak of DSP, whatever that was, Throwback, no one cared about it. And the editors, because there was, again, another editor, which I think was Darziak, the dragon-loving son of a gun. The guy who would edit the video, he would download the video and then upscale it with some slop, dog shit upscaler that would make it look like trash. And they would sometimes have to use other people's content and like download that and splice it in there because DSP's content was missing that particular part. No, it's terrible. And whoever worked on that channel, you poor bastard, you wasted all your time for nothing. Actually nothing. And in the end, it died like all of DSP's other dead, stupid projects that no one cares about, that are completely half-baked, and the execution is terrible. And you're a bastard, and you're stupid. Did I say that? But you are.
People to it, which could be a challenge. All right, and it means completely rebranding the channel and getting you guys to check out a channel that's basically brand new a third time. All right, so yeah, I don't know.
Those people would get whiplashed from all the things that they're expected to do while watching an entertainment-based live streamer in their spare time. They're expected to do so much that it's like, at that point, they just work for him. Damn.
Kind of questioning what to do moving forward. I like that the highlights seem...
And again, he doesn't even have his own take. Yet again. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, you guys, what do? I don't know. I'm split between 20 things. Tell me what to do so then I can blame you when it inevitably fails. When I don't get my extremely high expectations met, I can cry about it and blame you for it and tell you to go watch the videos that you've seen 15 times. Please. Maybe if he says please is going to work. You should try that.
But I don't know what to do with them. I'm pleased with the quality. First off, that's actually a question I would like to ask everyone. Okay? What do you think about the quality?
Oh, it sucks. It's way too basic for the way that you treat them and you talk about them. He's talking about it like a Hollywood editor is editing them. Like they have like a CGI budget or something. No. They're really generic, mediocre, easily and quickly and sloppily edited videos.
Have you enjoyed the quality?
But I hope whoever is editing them is scamming DSP's ass off and is getting a good paycheck, even though I think getting a good paycheck out of Darkside Phil is quite literally impossible.
Like these. Let's actually get some feedback now from the live audience. What is your opinion on these highlights? Okay? What do you think? Princess Luna says, if you keep doing the highlight or the montage videos, people keep clicking them, the algorithm will start to show those clip videos more frequently on their homepage.
No, they're all kinds of different videos. One of them is about Pragmata. The other one is about Street Fighter. The third one is a drama video. So again, it's like a bunch of highlights that are all different, and all different types of people would want to watch any of those videos. So you can't really predict that in that kind of way.
Okay. Denim Detractor says, I love the quality and I like the format.
What is the format? What exactly is the format? The format is the generic DSP stream, but with some of the dead air cut out. I guess if you like that, it's like not much of a difference. You're just a DSP fan.
Bosnian Hog Hunter. Bryce says, I watched the quartering one, enjoyed it. I could tell pretty fast you didn't edit it. Yeah, see, I can edit. But
no, you can't. I mean, technically he can. Technically he knows how to drag and drop a video into the editing software. And technically he knows how to render it. But to make it engaging, entertaining, and fun to watch and worth anybody's time, he has never known and never will. Because he doesn't watch people's videos. And he is completely lacking curiosity, completely lacking ambition, completely lacking the ability to learn, because he associates being ignorant with being stupid. So when he doesn't know how to do something, he just gets really insecure about it and really upset about it and just stops and gives up. And it's easier not to try because then there's the ability to fail. And failure for him is not a lesson. It's a reason for people to make fun of him and a reason to be insecure. And that's why he's still on level 1 after like 18 years.
Well, like if I edit, I'm going to do a half-ass bullshit job because I'm Russian. You know what I mean? Like,
good thing he makes a bunch of money off actually bullshitting himself.
To superimpose
to a bunch of people that would buy a bridge.
That would take me ages. I don't have time to do it. So if I edit anything, you know, it's a hack job, just rushing, you know?
Yeah, he has no time. When did he actually have time to edit things well? Can we get an example? Can we go and actually watch a video of him doing good editing in the lots of time that he get to do it? Because I know for a fact KO Gaming is not a good example of that. Because KO Gaming, the editing on that page is some of the most generic and bland editing you can ever get. And the only reason he was able to get any semblance of views is by calling a game the worst game that exists ever. And when you call something the worst thing ever, you're going to get good fucking views.
Excellent. I really like.
People love the worst things ever.
That's one of the things that I'm enjoying. Let me put it this way. All right. The problem for me right now is time and money investment. I don't have the time to do it myself. And the money that I'm investing to make these videos is going to far outshine any profits I make on them right now.
Okay.
Okay. Guess how much money I made on the...
Why would we even need to point that out? It's like you spend money to make money. That's how business works. You invest in your business, and it might not be immediate, like the return on investment. It might not even ever happen, because that's the type of risk you take with running a business, is that sometimes you're going to make something that you're really proud of, but it's not going to work because of the market, or because of the circumstances, or because of just lacking luck.
The Street Fighter video in 1 week. You ready for this? You ready? Let's do it. Here we go. $10.
Yeah, well, it sucks. I mean, it sucks. And other people made the same type of video about DSP that was way more fun, because they know how to edit it and they know their audience. That's the thing. He doesn't know his audience. He has no idea who's going to watch those videos. He just wants people to watch those videos because he looks at them like drones and like NPCs. And you'll never get anywhere looking at your audience like NPCs. Unless maybe you're like Logan Paul or Mr. Beast.
I made $10 on that Street Fighter. Whoops. I made $10. Ignore that cup of coffee. That was very distracting. I made $10 on the Street Fighter video. I paid a lot more for that video than I made on it. If that
How much a lot more?
Okay. So my hope is that the highlights are going to grow. They're going to get more attention on the channel. And eventually the upfront investment that I'm making now to have these videos produced is going to actually pan out and help the business long term.
No.
There's no guarantee.
I think there is close to 0% chance. Of course, it's a non-zero chance that this is going to take off and actually be amazing and fun, but I think it's a close to 0 chance. It's less than 10% chance. I think the chance is much higher that this will be another one of the DSP reacts, the DSP throwbacks, the DS politics, the community sourced "this is how you don't" plays, the top 10 racism moments. Even those ones were pretty good. Like I like the top 10 racism moments. So yeah, I think is a higher chance of it going that way.
Of that, this all could be a money pit. This could be that every week I put out a few highlights.
A money pit.
Weeks I realize
paying an editor for your business when you're a guy that makes money hand over fist, relatively, sitting on your ass, jerking your balls off all day and not doing anything else. And like, that's a money pit? Sure. That's how much the business degree is being put to good use. Because, damn, that's a rough take.
Baller alert.
He could just keep the VODs up and use the edited clips for the playthroughs, but we know that's wishful thinking for Super Beggar Man.
Bruh, yeah, get rid of the shitty fucking... and I lost him. Yeah, get rid of the shitty on-demand gameplay videos. No one cares about those and they get 0 views. Look at this. 9 hours ago, not even 100 views. And this is episode 6 of one of the most hyped games of the year. And no one gave a fuck about this. It's dead in the water. Didn't even bother to have any semblance of an engaging thumbnail or a title. Nothing. Nothing. It's just actual trash. Just leave the live video on, put some timestamps so people can navigate easily, and pay the fucking guy, whoever worthless dude you're paying, to edit your shitty videos together and upload those. But then, what would happen then? Because we can't please him again. Then he would have to pay him a lot more because he would need videos every day. Like, I would need, let's say he's playing 2 games a day. He would need 2 videos of the recaps of those games or like highlights from those games a day. And if he's paying the guy like $30 or $50 a video, yeah, that's going to cost him. We're going to need to hit some more goals. We might need to get the goals back. We need the goals back.
Who's in, wow, I just threw all this money away and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay? So it could work out, it might not. This is all an experiment. And this is one of the important things you need to do when you have a business and you have the means. I want you to understand, guys, this is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. Okay? I just didn't have the means. Okay? Now, because of you, I actually have the means. Does that make sense? Because so many of you are supporting my content on a daily basis, I can now experiment with something like this and see, hey, will this help the channel take off? Will this get more eyes? That quartering, versus Kino Casino video absolutely is getting new eyes on this channel that never were watching it before. Now, will those eyes stick around? Or will they come by and be like, oh, well, Phil doesn't do drama all the time. Well, that's all I care about. I'll come back later, or maybe never come back, and then they leave immediately. That very well could be.
I got muted. But you need to know why people are tuning into your shit. And if you don't know that, then they're not going to watch your videos.
I mean, that's pretty much what happened with the Asmongold bump that I got back in the fall. You had thousands and thousands of people. Over 9,000 people subscribed to the...
Oh, it's over 9,000!
How many people are actively coming by every day to watch?
Consider that they're subscribing to DSP Gaming so they can troll him and get banned. Like, just consider that, because that is what is happening.
Maybe 500?
Just the Cup Rattler guy has, like, probably like 300 accounts. Just the Cup Rattler.
You know what I mean? They didn't all stick around.
You know what I mean?
And that could be exactly the same thing that will happen, is I get a bump and people start coming for a week or two and then they don't come back at all, right?
Maybe if you buy a bag of cocaine, you can just get bumps anytime you want. And then you're going to be a lot happier and more energetic. Why don't you try that? Since you like bumps so much.
So,
Dark side bump.
I think personally it's a good experiment. It's a good attempt. All right. Joseph says, I think they're both good. The actual playthrough for games I know I like.
And I mean, come on. 18 years into your career, you kind of don't need to experiment. You should know what works and what doesn't. Otherwise, you're just straight up not good at what you do. This is just straight up. You could say it. You're not good at what you do. It's like a wrestler being in the wrestling business for like 20 years and being like, oh, I wonder what I want my catchphrase to be.
For ones I'm on the fence about. There you go. Soul at 2 a.m. says, true, the single video made only $10, but how many people that have not seen your content before will now be more likely to check your
like 3 of them.
Even donate?
No.
That's a good question. That actually
not at all
is the question. If we had the answer to that question, then I would know if what I'm doing is worth it or not, right? Because we don't know if people watching those highlights are actually now going to tune in and support the content moving forward, or if they just watch the one clip and then they move on and never come back, right? So I guess we'll see. Okay? All right. So the experiment is running. The question is, will it work? And also, how much do I work on this and how many videos do I put out, say, in a week? Like right now, this week, I have a 4-day streaming week. Let's get into the next.
The question is, how much does he want to pay for those? If it was up to him, if he could have an editor like fucking Spurgziak do shit for free, he would be asking for 20 videos a day. And he would have already set up, repurposed the DSP throwback channel into DSP highlights, and he would be shilling the shit out of it. The Spurgziak would take care of all of that because he's trash.
Next topic. This is a good transition. Okay. I have a 4-day streaming week. Today I'm playing Mouse PI for Hire and RimWorld. It may be the final stream of RimWorld depending on how it goes. Tomorrow I'm playing more Pragmata and we're pairing that with Pokemon. And then Wednesday, we're doing Dragon Quest, and we're pairing that with Crimson Desert. And then Thursday, one stream will be Pragmata or Mouse PI, and the other stream will be the other game. And that's the week. I'm actually off Thursday and Friday of this week for personal reasons. But when I come back on Saturday, I'm doing a 7-day streaming extravaganza. 7 straight days.
No, he's gonna take Cat to Fat Camp.
Never do that. That's crazy.
That's what's going on.
All right, but it's 7 straight days of streaming, all culminating. Get this: at the very end of that week, we're gonna be doing a very special event, which I didn't add to my screen yet. Okay, hold on 1 second. We have a very special event that's gonna take place at the end of next week, not this week, but next week, on May 1st.
That's gonna be such a funny day.
Busting.
I mean, of course, he's gonna make more money on average because it's a celebration of the day when he jerked off online. But it's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be, hey Phil, big ups for jerking off on the internet, man. If you didn't do it, I wouldn't have known you exist. You're so cool. That's gonna be so awkward. And again, announcement. Even though it may seem that he's buying into the meme or whatever that's called, like, you know, going along with it, he is not. It also will always hurt him when you bring up the fact that he jerked his little dicky on live stream all those years ago. Almost exactly 10 years ago, matter of fact. So keep doing it. I mean, not jerking it, but keep making fun of him. Busting.
Here on DSP Gaming, where I'm going to be playing Mega Man 8,
Bustiversary,
and then 9, and then maybe 10, depending on the time permitting. So 6 straight days of constant gameplay streams of new releases, old playthroughs, going through everything, and then at the end, a big marathon on May 1st. Okay? That's exciting. All right, that's absolutely exciting, and I hope that you guys will join me for that.
You should do a fake jerk off. That's totally a DSP thing you could do. I would 1,000,000% believe it if he wanted to do like pretend that he's jerking off in the beginning of the stream. But then again, his wife cries every time he does it, so he probably doesn't want to do that.
Since this is a shorter streaming week, you've heard the things that I'm doing. What do I even possibly make as a highlight? I don't know. So I have to think about it. And the thing is, things can change. Like, for example, there may be game news that happens during the course of this week. There may be other topics that I want to discuss, some new drama I want to address. Who knows, right? I may actually want to do a highlight out of nowhere, or maybe I don't want to do any highlights this week. I don't know. I'll tell you right now, I want to leave that video as my highlighted video because in 15 hours, it's bringing in some views. And who knows, maybe in 2-3 days, the video would get the 10,000 views that I'm looking for. Or maybe it'll just die out within 24 hours.
No, give it up, bud.
At all.
And I know, like I said, I love watching him have hope and then slowly watch him realize that the thing is not working out and try and figure out a million excuses as to why. And this is another one of those things because the guy wants to do this eternally. He wants to be a streamer until the rest of his life and do literally nothing else because this shit is easy. But it obviously is not even working out nowadays, considering that at the moment he is on 2 slow days in a row and he's been crying and he's been seething and so on and so forth. So we need to look for what the next thing is that is going to make it worth it. And I guess that's it. Well, we'll see. Maybe one of them is going to go super viral. But think about it, though. How much more exposure does he need? And from who? Like, he already got the Asmongold Gold shout out, the Asmon bump, who is pretty much the pinnacle of famous streamers. So, like, you can't really go much more famous than him when it comes to, I guess, gaming and drama and just general content. What is the next frontier? Like, what next? Does he want, like, a daily Asmongold plug? Like, he's a sponsor for Asmongold? You guys, this stream is brought to you by DSP Gaming. Go and check him out and watch him. He wants to be an actual charity case, like an actual Make-A-Wish streamer. So yeah, what else do you need, man? We need a fucking what? A Mr. Beast cameo?
To see how the video really
I don't know.
Right? But I'm curious how things will go this week. And obviously, we'll have to think of some ideas or topics or whatever. I'll think, obviously. And if I think of a good highlight
Baller alert.
No one can tell me he isn't on the spectrum. He focuses on nonsensical details to such an intense degree that it's obsessive for obsession's sake.
I think, well, I don't know much about autism, and I think it would be funny if he was on the spectrum. I think everything about him is pretty funny, and he's like a person that you grew up in a lab, and he got raised by weird aliens because he is a fucking weird alien. But this right here is less of autism and more of desperation because he's tried everything. He's tried everything that thought was really easy and would bring him massive profits. Because this is a narcissist thing where they think that they could be anything that they want. Like Phil probably legit thinks that if he wanted to be a wrestler, he could just go in the wrestling ring and start taking bumps. So yeah, it's a narcissist thing. He said that he could be really good at detracting and then tried it and everybody made fun of him. He said he would be really good at politics content and then he tried it. Everybody made fun of him to a point where he acknowledged that and stopped making it. He said that doing React videos is super profitable, super easy to make. He tried doing it. It fell off and it failed. And all of these things were something that I think he wanted to base the rest of his life on. So at some point, like in 2036, he would start doing React videos. And then in 2046, he would start doing politics. And all of that would carry him for like 10 years because it's really easy to make and it's really profitable. But then almost instantly he realized it's not going to happen. And now we're just running out of stuff. And this latest thing is, okay, let's do some highlights because people do highlights. Kino Casino has Kino Casino Clips channel and those get a lot of views. But it's not going to turn out the way he wants it to and the way he thinks. Because he's trash.
Baller alert.
DSP disability check cash in marathon.
Yeah, that will be it. The disability check cash in marathon. And it's also the first of the month. So those checks are going to be fresh and warm.
Highlight, I'll see if I can get
Yummy.
my editor to work on it, okay?
My editor.
That's what's going on with that, okay? Exactly right. Princess Luna says, I would not oversaturate highlights, then they'll just become summaries. I want to do a highlight like for a new playthrough or a notable thing that happened in a playthrough, like me rage quitting Street Fighter. I don't want every single day to put out a highlight like that. I actually don't think it's needed. I want people to know about what's the exciting things going on. If I'm doing a show like this and I have an interesting topic that I want to break out and have people know about separately, then I think a highlight is in order. I don't want it to be just arbitrarily every day there's a highlight video. And to be quite frank with you, I don't think I want to pay that much either because, like I said, I'm paying someone to do this. This is not free. This is me paying for work. And therefore, I'm not making, those videos aren't making money enough to even pay for the work yet. I'm not going to be dumping money on this every single day. It has to be a reason to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But then, like, make a highlight only when you think you have good content that is worthy of a highlight. I guess essentially that's what he's saying here. But he's trying to make it seem that it's about money more than it's about, like, the good content. Because, like, if he had good clippable moments, he would make those videos every day. Of course he would, because there's fucking, like, good content. But it's not.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. So the King Gaming says, what about wrapping up a highlight for big games with a review score? Let's say, for example, I finish a game and I have final thoughts. I could summarize my final thoughts, and maybe the editor could take some gameplay clips of said game, superimpose them into that a broken out highlight video, and this could be DSP's review / final thoughts on so-and-so. You're absolutely right. That could be a good style video for the channel. I think that would work. So good stuff. All right. Now, what I'd like to do next is talk about the 2 new games from last week and my thoughts on them.
Okay, this is definitely getting skipped.
We got to ask for some money. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're getting the fake Triple P thing.
Right. First of all, if you're...
We're going to ask for some money. Yeah, we're going to get skipped here. We're skipping this, and I don't care about his take on the latest and greatest of video games, because he's a moron. You get a quick jump scare here. And let's do the pre-stream from yesterday. Let's see what we got here. Maybe we got a development. of the bullshit that
We'll
he's been
return.
talking about. Big up Siwamoto for the $1, dude.
He loves saying my editor because he thinks he's one of the big boys, actual adult. It just cracks me up seeing this 44-year-old getting dopamine hits from doing stuff we did in our 20s. You'd meet him in the club and he'd brag about how drunk he is.
Yeah, dude, I love him acting like a fancy pants businessman. It is so funny to me. It brings me so much joy to watch him being like,
Oh, my editor. Well, if this works, well, maybe we're gonna try this project and this.
bro, you're a fucking shitty Let's Player from 15 years ago that only exists because you managed to delude yourself into convincing a bunch of actual retards online to give you their disability checks. You're not a businessman. You're closer to a literal beggar on the street and a literal scammer. Actual scammer. Goddamn. So let's watch what we talked, something. I forgot where the clip I wanted to see was, so I guess it is here somewhere. But of course, we start off with doing shitty fucking Q&A. This is like 20 minutes into the actual stream. We still do Q&A. We do not... Oh, I'm going on Snort Hogan. Fuck this. Fuck you, Phil. You stupid bitch. Allegedly. Oh, he could be... You know, that's exactly what I was talking about with the narcissist. Because Phil says he could be pro at fighting games if he wanted to. He could be anything if he wanted to. He could be the president of life if he wanted to. Of course. Oh, we're not going to watch him feast on fucking trash. Or maybe we will. Oh, no, he's actually eating shit. No. That's a boycott.
I don't want to say anything yet, but it may be interesting. We'll see.
DSP tries it.
So thanks for watching. DSP tries it.
Insane transition. Fuck this. Okay. I don't know what to watch, man. I got completely confused. There was I think it might have been on this stream. Okay, let's keep going with this one. There was a really stupid segment that I hated.
Content today. All right. First of all, if you're watching on YouTube, please like the stream.
I'll find it now.
Engagement is key, especially now when I have highlight videos on the channel. All right. We got to get attention on the channel. Please like the stream if you're watching on YouTube today. But outside of that, let's get support for the content, right? You guys know what you can do. If you're on the YouTube side, you can do a super chat. You can become a member. You can give some memberships to the community. If you're on the Kick side, you can send some kicks. You could, do a sub or send some gifted subs. Or you can do a tip via PayPal using the PayPal link in the description of the stream or video. Or you can just type !tip into the chat. Let's go right now. Let's get our first support of the new week. Let's get it rolling in. And let's do some shout outs.
No.
Okay. In a year in your head day, I don't think he meant to say head day. Maybe he meant to say heyday. How much money were you blowing through a year, like the time when you had the couch? Mr. Magikarp, what are you talking about? In my heyday? That was before I ever moved here. Like, my days of having maximum viewership was probably around 2010, 2011, maybe 2012. There was a time when my channel was bringing in 12 million views a month. I think I peaked at 12 million at one point. On average, it would probably bring in between 5 to 10 million views because it would fluctuate greatly depending on the new releases and stuff that came out in a month. But at the end of the year, my channel would blow up in popularity on YouTube. So is that what you mean? Because if that's what you're talking about, I didn't blow through money. What I did is I paid off all my existing debt.
He literally did,
at
though.
that time. Okay.
Bro, the motherfucker moved across the country and spent everything he had and more doing it. Literally, well, I guess it is correct to say that he didn't blow through all his money. He blew through all his money and the bank's money, too. Congrats, Phil. You did actually a worse thing. So awesome.
Have paid off was my mortgage. That was it. And then I started having money, saving money in a savings account so that I could have money for a move because I wanted to move out of Connecticut. And that's where the money was, is going into a savings account. And, I did blow money on dumb, frivolous stuff back then. Like you would see, I have a new statue. And those statues weren't cheap. The cheapest statue I bought was probably like $200. Some of those are like $400 or $500 statues I was buying and just setting up in my my condo in Connecticut, bachelor pad or whatever.
The bachelor pad.
But
An actual man-baby apartment. Literal man-baby apartment. I'm shocked that Panda Lee had insanely low standards, I guess, because probably he was her first boyfriend and she was his first girlfriend. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that they both liked each other because they were both equally trash. But it will be shocking for a normal or reasonably normal woman to go in there and be like, oh my God, you live like this? Bitch, you live like this? With all these fucking man-child toys around you? You got nowhere to put if you get a drink, you get nowhere to put your glass. It's that bad.
All that money went away when I moved. Seriously. When I moved, basically... I bought this house, all right? That in itself, huge down payment.
Why?
And
Why would you do that?
Finishing the house, moving across the country, all my shit.
And by the way, the worst part, his videos were still dog shit. He made all of this money, and his videos were still absolutely fucking awful. So instead of actually getting himself the latest and greatest equipment and the best possible way to make more money and to 10x his income, he spent it all on himself, on bullshit.
Yeah, I moved all my shit, and that cost.
Imagine if he invested 1/10 into getting better equipment, making better videos, paying a video editor to edit stuff for you, he would have been shitting out videos like a factory, and those would be making thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of views. And he would have been able to afford much more than what he got. But because he's Dark Side Phil, the insane person, he did what he did. And that's not even hindsight. It's common sense.
Cost a ridiculous amount of money. I got ripped off doing that. And then there was the, travel cost, because I actually had to scope out homes. And so I actually had a whole trip out here to scope out homes. It was all
absolutely idiotic shit.
It's more like tourism and scoping out potential houses before I moved here. And then there was the actual trip out here to move, and then buying everything for the house from the ground up, all the furniture, everything. I bought a new PC and everything to stream and all of that. So basically what happened was I had a bunch of money. I moved out here. I blew all the money and then some, getting myself into big debt with the furnishing of the house and everything.
But didn't you just say you didn't blow all your money? Come on, Phil.
I've told this many times before.
Yeah, say it again.
Don't ever get yourself into this problem. Don't assume that just because you're doing good today, you're absolutely going to be doing good tomorrow.
Crazy Dark Side Phil take. Because this guy uses every opportunity to flex on everyone about how much money he's making now and how he's doing good now. The welcome home stream, the welcome home. It was literally that. It's like, welcome home to everyone. And now it's the start of something new. It's literally like so many promos that have aged like DSP. That I can remember him bringing up, well, I make more money than this guy. Well, I make what you make in a fucking year. So many of those. And now he's going to give you the most valuable piece of advice. It's so awesome.
Because I made the false assumption that I would at least keep doing as well as I was doing. And what ended up happening was there was a big fall off. That's
why you got to be humble. That's why you got to be humble, Phil. Otherwise, you're not going to be humble, and everybody's going to clown on you and make fun of you when inevitably it catches up to you and you eat shit again. Because it always happens, and it happens especially to DSP, because he can't see further than his bulbous head and his fat nose.
Copyright strikes against my channel and a bunch of trolling, and all the positivity that I had against me fell off, and my income severely declined.
All the positivity fell off.
Years when I moved out here, I no longer could make the payments on shit that I'd racked up. I'm assuming I'm making this much so I can do a payment here on this and a payment here and pay it down. I ended up doing minimum payments on everything, which means it never goes away.
Oh, come on. I thought you were a baller.
And it starts to balloon, and now I can't afford the things out here. Basically, I was living...
Oh, man.
All these things...
Oh, man. Wait until he can get credit again. Wait until the first moment he realizes he can max out a credit card. That's going to be... an amazing moment. I wish I could be there as a fly on the wall in his house. and look at the face he's gonna make once the first credit card arrives. It's kind of like when Gollum finds the ring for the first time. It's like, oh my god, what is this? It's my precious. It's literally like that, but with credit cards. I can't wait.
It's happened all at once. It was like a shitstorm all at once of all these negative things happening.
He's literally the worst stereotype of the credit goblin.
So I wouldn't wish that upon my biggest enemy.
Why not?
Living paycheck to paycheck.
You wish a lot more on your biggest enemies.
It causes emotional stress. It causes...
You tell them literally that they're worthless and that they should go away, which is also what I say, but at least when I say it, I'm not fucking moral fagging somebody 5 minutes later.
Mental, things going on.
Well, if you didn't exist, the world would be a better place. But what I mean is, like, if you didn't exist on, like, YouTube, making YouTube videos.
Major thing that crushed one of my relationships, this is bad.
It's bad, dude.
That's what happened.
It crushed his relationship. Because that's what happens. When you hook up with a chick that likes you because you're a celebrity and because you get a lot of views and she can be a part of the content, and when the money dries up, she's like, whoa, this guy, I realize he's actually a fat bum and he sucks. And now on top of all of that, he's broke. So bye, Phil. And then that's exactly what happened. He got taken advantage of.
And that's mostly on me. Like I said, 80% me. 80% bad choices I made. 20%, I would argue, the negativity on the internet and the people taking away my income. Because if my income had remained the same that it had been, maybe I would have been able to pull myself out of that situation. But my income dipped dramatically by people messing with my channel on the internet, and that also just hurt a lot. So
80% him, which is pretty ironic because back in the day, oh man, you would never guess it was 80%. He made it seem like it was everybody else's fault. And he used that specific narrative about if they didn't do this to me, then I would be able to pay everything because I was doing great. And eventually he went bankrupt from playing Champions too much. Unironically, jokes aside, from playing Champions too much. If he had his addiction in check and his ego in check, he would have been able to pay everything. He was making way more than enough money to pay for everything and not have to go bankrupt. But he went bankrupt because he's a moron and he should go bankrupt again.
Streaming all day. I'll see you later.
He literally doesn't deserve credit. He deserves to have, like, actual allowance.
When did I move? 2014. 2014. And to be honest, time was of the essence. And the reason was...
No, it wasn't.
One,
no, bullshit.
Things were changing financially in the country. I could tell that
bullshit.
Like, interest rates and stuff were about to...
Oh, he could see the writing on the wall that the economy would go bad after it already went bad in, like, 2009. But he would tell it was going to happen again in 2014. Like, actually, 2 days after he moved, things went bad. You could tell. No, that's a weird cope. He's trying to find a justification why he made the absolutely absurd, insane choice to move across the country and spend all his money and more in the process. And yeah, it does make sense. But you can cope, though. Coping is allowed and free. You don't have to put coping on your credit card.
Skyrocketing, and if I didn't do the move then, I was going to be paying more for it. That was number one.
But didn't you also pay more for it when you stopped paying your mortgage on the condo in Connecticut? And that was like a huge debt. Isn't that exactly what happened? That also was a big part of the bankruptcy. Didn't you see that writing on the wall? Or at least like the bill in the mail for that? I don't know, man.
But also, I did start to see the writing on the wall.
Oh, he saw it.
The opinion on the internet against me started to change negatively and toxically. People were now laughing at me rather than laughing with me.
That makes it sound a lot worse. That made it sound a lot worse. So I could tell that people were going to start disliking me in the future, so I had to spend all my money because I was going to make less money. What kind of a take is that? What?
Line of attention and support. So I kind of saw the fact that, man, if I don't do the move now,
if I don't
even afford it. Right.
But what about like the idea of saving money doesn't exist to him, by the way. The idea of I'm going to save up as much capital as I need to finance this ambitious life change I'm going to make. This doesn't exist. It's not even like for a single second contemplated on. It's like, okay, I had this money, and he's spending it like it's about to time out, like it's on a timer. Oops, the clock struck midnight. All the money is gone. Sorry, Phil. It's so absurd and ridiculous and like actually insane.
So that's why I wanted to do it while I still could, while my income still looked good and everything. So there you have it.
There you have it. None of this made any sense. And it actually made you look a lot dumber and immature than you actually are.
You know, I don't know much or anything about RuneScape. I know people have talked about old school RuneScape and shit like that.
Actual crazy person take.
I'm not against it. Like I said.
I needed to spend my fucking money because people were going to start disliking me and I would make less money. That makes so much nonsense that it's great. It's really great. Okay, up next, what do we have here? We're gonna skip some bullshit.
No, Sammy, you missed it. The entire first segment of the show, as I was explaining, I'm now paying someone to do highlights for me because I can't do them. I don't have time to do them. I don't have the time to edit. I don't have the time to learn the expertise needed to do good editing. You know, I'm sure I could do it if I had the time. I don't have time.
But you do, though.
Okay.
But you would have the time if you didn't spend it all on bullshit. Like, if you didn't actually waste yours and everybody else's time, you would have the time. Because it doesn't take a long time to edit a video the way that he wants it edited. It takes legit an hour a day. If you have one of his videos, which, let's say, a gameplay stream of his is what, like 3 hours of content? And you have, let's say, let's be generous, let's say 10 highlights that are about 30 seconds long. All you have to do is find the highlights. Like I said, if it's a part of your own content that you did, you know what the positive moments are. And then just take that and do a bunch of quick cuts. And that's it. It's legit like the easiest thing ever. Including for him. But no, it's better to pay somebody. Because that's what you do. When you're on a budget, you pay somebody else to do stuff for you that you could do yourself. That's what you do. Because it makes so much of no sense.
Yes, if you want the full answer, just watch the beginning of the podcast because that was a big segment that we talked about. Okay. All right, well, folks, since we're doing Mouse PI for hire, I guess we got to do a little something special here, right?
Yeah, he's going to make himself black and white again.
We're back.
Whoa, so cool. Anyways, this is it with that pre-stream.
Now, when I played this game last week, it was surprising.
This is from April 20th. And then we got the one from yesterday. Let's do yesterday.
So what's up, guys? What do you want to chat about?
And
Like I
still
said,
we're
I'm
what do you
building
want to
some
chat
attendance. We are
about
building
mode.
up attendance, which is good. We have almost 200 viewers on YouTube already, which is great.
And I love the building up attendance, which is
Why don't I play high?
I thought the music that you play for 20 minutes at the start of the stream is to build up attendance. Isn't that the whole idea? Isn't that why people play music? Because when I play music, it's about like 10-15 minutes to make sure that people that got the notification are here and people that are expecting the stream are here. And if somebody else saw it in the sub box, you're also here. So yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. So what do we got next? We have talking about, okay. We're talking about low tier god. Let's do low tier god because he's epic and everybody wants to talk about him.
Baller alert.
I would get annoying to live with Phil with his saying right like a valley girl saying like all the time.
Dude, he's like one of the most insufferable people to live with because number one, he can't do anything. Like he can't cook. He probably is really bad at cleaning or doesn't do it. He complains about everything, but complaining in a way of like not addressing the thing, just bitching about it. Also, he's really fucking boring and he's really negative. Yeah, fucking sucks. You would never want to live with him. He would be like an actual energy vampire, sapping all the joy and energy from your existence.
Baller alert.
Imagine looking like an ice warden and having most lukewarm takes. Like, hey, saving your money is good. Wow, what a trendsetter of success.
Yeah, but you don't follow your own advice. That's kind of the thing. I don't listen to people who don't follow their own advice or whose own advice doesn't work for them. Like, if it doesn't work for you and you've been trying to do it, don't give me advice. I'll just do what I want. So at least if it doesn't work out, I can blame myself and be like, hey, I fucked up with that. I should have followed that guy's advice. But yeah.
Bilbo Swaggins did 500 kicks and says you would body LTG in fighting games if he was man enough to play you. I know.
Probably.
I'll tell you this. He would definitely beat me in Tekken because I haven't played Tekken in 100 years. He would body me in Tekken. 100%. Okay? No denying that. Outside of that, Street Fighter 6, I've seen him play. He's fucking awful. Like, no exaggeration. He's just trash in Street Fighter 6. He doesn't even understand fundamentals. He never drive rushes. And I understand he doesn't like drive rushing.
Phil understands everything. That's why he rage quit the game and left forever. Because he understands and he's really good. And I get it, like, fucking low-tier god is trash. Of course he's trash. He's a lolcow and people make fun of him for being trash. That's kind of his whole thing. If he wasn't trash, they wouldn't make fun of him.
Like, that's the game. If you don't like drive rushing, then just don't play it. Don't play it without drive rushing. You're not going to beat anyone. He literally doesn't drive rush at all. Nor does he know how to combat drive rushing. And he just complains about it. So he'll never beat me. I'll just fucking rush his face and he'll never do anything. He'll just stand there and like a deer in headlights and get owned. Okay?
Okay.
As for old school fighters, I've seen...
But that's like, this is the fighting game equivalent of being an internet tough guy. It's like when people say, my dad would beat up your dad. It's like, okay, man, like, do you really, like, it just tells me that you care more than the other guy cares about this, and it makes you look like a fat, retarded loser. Because you care too much. Imagine caring more than this shit, than a low-tier fucking god. A guy who's so insecure and cringe and stupid. And you're worse and more embarrassing? Whoa, you're really good, man. You would totally destroy him in the video game.
He's fucking terrible. Like, remember we watched him play...
The only thing he could have said is, I don't need to beat him in fighting games because I already beat him in real life. Like, I own him. He's my bitch. And then that's it, and just move on.
He's utter fucking trash.
Yeah, man, I will fucking beat the shit out of this guy in a video game.
School fighters.
This like when people, including me, were trolling Review Tech USA on Twitter, and he told me that I can come to a cookout so he could beat me up. I'm like, bro, you actually being an internet tough guy right now. Actually, like, threatening to beat me up in a fantasy reality that would never happen and only exist in your mind, so you can cope with the fact that I'm shitting on you on Twitter and you getting mad. Speaking of Review Tech USA, last time I talked about him, it was because he was watching my banana video, and I privated while he was watching it, and then he was seething and crying about it for like 5 minutes and called me a fascist. And then his fat, retarded girlfriend showed her feet on camera, and he started, like, kissing him or licking him or whatever. And his stream got flagged for sexual content, and he blamed me for it. Like, actually blamed me for flagging shit. That's insane. Which is something that obviously I didn't fucking do. And I wasn't even there to watch the stream. Because if I was, I would be fucking puking my brains out. That was so disgusting. So yeah, fuck you, Review Tech USA. You're a fat loser. A complete fucking bum. Internet tough guy, bitch.
So I'll beat him in any...
I would beat you up in Crimson Desert.
Street Fighter 4 and 5, he would beat me. Why? Because I haven't played them in 100 years. Like, Street Fighter 4, I was decent at one point. But
I love the point. Hold on. I love the point. I would destroy him in fighting games, except these 3 fighting games that he would beat me at. But I would beat him at Street Fighter 6. And the Super Turbo Glitched Edition that I'm really good at.
So long. There's no way I'd be able to beat him in that because I just don't even remember how to play it. And Street Fighter 5, I actually never played.
The glitched version.
3-4 years of it. So anything in that game now...
The Neo Geo port, motherfucker.
Play the game. So he would beat me in Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, and Tekken 8. Or any Tekken, I would say, because he plays Tekken.
Oh, okay. So a whole franchise. What about Mortal Kombat? So Phil would beat him in 1 game, and Dale would beat him in 3 games. How are you better in the game than he is then? How? Come on, dude.
Completely destroy him. Any old school fighter, I would completely crush his nuts. Just stomp them into paste. He's no chance. Okay, life is good mostly. Did a $2 super chat and said, "Here's to DSP and success." Thank you so much. Life is good mostly. I appreciate that. Why do I have Bilbo Swaggins as the top super chat? That's wrong. He's supposed to be top kicks. And it would be life is good mostly is our first super chat of the day. So hold on.
Okay, this is getting skipped.
I think you should put highlights on another channel. That would help catch the wave of the algorithm. Keep playthroughs and streams on one channel and highlights on the other. See, herein lies
Why?
this is what we talked about.
No, don't split it across a million channels. It's not good for
If I
you.
do it on a new channel, completely new, all right, the channel will not catch the algorithm or anything because it's new. Like, I'd have to sit here promoting this new channel just like I did with DSP Throwback for like a year to get people to try to check it out. And it could end up just like DSP Throwback where the videos get like a couple hundred views and that's it. That's not worth the money or investment. Remember, I'm paying for these videos, okay? So it's not worth the time or investment for me to launch a new channel to get videos that get a couple hundred views. I can't even qualify for monetization. I make no money on the channel. Now, I could rebrand a channel. For example, the DSP Throwback channel is pretty defunct. I'm not using it. So
Defunct.
I could make the DSP Throwback channel DSP Clips or DSP Highlights or name it whatever I want. The problem then is the channel already exists in the algorithm. The channel already is, is there. So now you already have this body of work from years ago, right? And now what do we do with all that? Obviously, I'm not going to get rid of it, but now it's like starting over, but the channel already has history that's not related to what the channel will be moving forward. And again, the channel already existed, so will it ever get pushed in the algorithm? Probably not.
It's so crazy, though. It's like thinking about the videos, because I watched those videos. Like, what are you even paying for? Since he brought it up like 5 times already, and one of his biggest points is that they cost money. Like, what are you actually paying for? They don't have like thumbnails or titles that are that interesting or clickable. And I would say the thumbnail is the one thing that is the most important in getting people to click on your video. It should either be something that gets a reaction out of them, like something really cringe or something really crazy or something creative, because that's how you get people to watch your video. Or the actual content should be fast-paced, dynamic, and interesting, and have interesting things going on in there. And he's paying for essentially nothing. He's paying for somebody to cut out some of the dead air and, well, I wouldn't even call it highlights. I genuinely would not call it highlights. Because it's not highlights. It's just cutting out some of the dead air and making the video a little bit more streamlined. So whoever he's paying is just kind of scamming him. Not even kind of, he's just scamming him.
And struggle to get the channel even enough views to monetize it and put all this hard work, effort, and money into a channel that will make me nothing.
Money, by the way, you guys pick up that he's fucking paying somebody? Did you pick that up? Did you pick it up? You pick up on that? He is paying somebody, by the way. He's paying somebody money. He's paying them money, not peanuts. I mean, well, maybe peanuts. I don't know. Maybe he's paying him in sexual favors. God forbid.
Channel that already can be monetized, but that channel already is something else, and try to push that into the algorithm. Either way is bad, okay? If I put the clips on this channel, now at least if you find the clip, you find the channel where I'm putting up my content, and it benefits me immediately.
By the way, something he doesn't know, I forgot how that was called, but you can put end screens on your videos, which is something that automatically gets triggered while the video is almost over. And you can put the other thing that is kind of a little bit of a pop-up in the top right corner of the video that tells you whatever you want. You can set a link to it. And what people usually do is when you have a clip, you just put the link to the full video. So you're like, hey, if you like this, go watch this. But DSP's not going to do it because he's a moron. He's genuinely stupid and he genuinely has no idea how this works. And I guess he fucking loves wasting his time. I guess he just does. Because if you're going to do that, and this is the main idea that I'm streaming and that I exist online in this capacity, is that I'm going to watch fucking DSP anyways to see what's going to happen. And I'm thinking stuff about him. And I'm thinking of like my own commentary in my brain. And I figured if I'm going to be fucking watching all this, let me at least just make something that might be worth something to somebody else. And just spend the effort that I am willing to spend on it. And I've been doing this for like 5 years now, and I'm happy with the way it's going. So I guess he doesn't care about this, and he's fine with wasting his time and his money investing in shit that has pretty much zero chance of being successful and working out.
The problem is, the clips could get lost in this channel because I also do the raw uploads and the podcasting and all of that. So there is no actual answer. No, every scenario has positives and negatives, okay? The toughest scenario would be starting over, making a brand new channel from scratch.
No one should do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that?
Like right now, if I announced a clips channel for DSP, at most I would get 10,000 subs.
No way. No, he wouldn't get 10,000 subs. That's actually absurd to think. Actually absurd.
Hard to get 10,000 subs. I'm not kidding. Like, there's just not that many active people who watch my stuff positively who want to subscribe to my clips channel when they could just go see other people steal it anyway. That's the problem.
But they make it better.
5-10 years.
That's the thing.
Why do they need to go to my official clips channel when other people steal immediately? People are literally stealing right now and putting clips up as we speak.
Hell yeah.
Something
Hell yeah. Let's hear it for them. The Steelers.
Stole that shit. 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 Stole that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he would get 1,000, out of which probably 200 to 300 would be people that actually would watch the videos. And the rest of them would be sock accounts of people, because this dude is so fucking insufferable that he's done this many, many times. And been like, oh, you guys, if we can get these people to go on this channel. And people pity him so much that they make sock accounts to go and subscribe to these channels. So he can be happier. And it's never enough, and he's never happy, really. If he's happy, it's for like 2 days.
Satan is here. Good morning, Satan. Good to see you. Wow.
What is this? Is this Candy Shop?
An anonymous 20.
The crayon shop. I'll take you to the crayon shop. Let me lick the yellow pop. Tastes like lemon. And it comes in denim. Hey! Bars. Hold on, we're going to talk about politics.
What happened to the politics show? The politics show lasted about a month and a half. All right? The politics show was very honest. I didn't exaggerate. I didn't lean one way or the other too far for views. And because of that, no one liked it. People wanted a show where I was going to sit here and either become polarized left or polarized right.
I mean, bro, you call the charity drive woke. What are you talking about? Because his politics shit, he was so scared that he would say something that would piss off one of his pay pigs that he just kind of forced himself to have like fake political takes. And if you're having a political show that is all about you being political, the last thing people want to see is you not being political and you being a massive coward about it. That's the thing. Once you have a politics show, you need to have bold political takes. Otherwise, you just have no reason to exist.
Say the other side was the devil, completely rip people's assholes open.
Well, that would make it sexual style. Ultra drama.
That's what they want in political content today.
But why then why did you make a political show when you know that this is what the market wants? Why did you even bother investing that time and effort? And again, this is what makes me think this dude just loves wasting his fucking time. Because when you don't think anything through in any capacity, you always end up wasting your time. Because you always do whatever your impulse tells you to do, and then you realize, like, 10 days later, for example, oh, this is, yeah, sure. Yep, I wasted my time. I shouldn't have done this. It's stupid to do.
One wants an actual tempered, rational approach. They either want extreme this way or extreme that way. The other side's my enemy. Everyone kill each other. That's what people want on the internet.
And of course, he only made it because he wanted to grift. He called it a grift. That's the thing. And grifting is literally the idea of being insincere with the idea of making money. That's the point. Or selling something to somebody. And I hate the word grifter because it's been overused for essentially like everybody you don't like. You can just call him a grifter. But Darkside Phil is the definition of a grifter. He's going to pretend to care about something. He's going to advertise it to you with the sole purpose of making money. And he's not even going to like pretend that it's not like that. He's just going to brazenly and openly admit it. Just like he did in the DMs. He called it a grift. He literally called it a grift. The politics grift. And he couldn't even do that, even though he said it many, many times that he could be really good and people want to hear his takes.
And it's not how real life is, but that's how they act it is to get views and attention and money from
how does Phil know? And I agree with this. Of course, a lot of political content and why I despise it is because it's based on fantasy and it's based on internet's perception of the world. But DSP is one of those people. He doesn't participate in society. He doesn't vote. He doesn't keep up with news or not even like news on TV or newspaper or whatever, online news, any sort of news. He lives on Twitter, and that's his social circle is Twitter. So, like, how is DSP supposed to give me good political, educated opinions when he lives on the internet and he doesn't go outside and he has no friends or a community that he engages with?
Idiots. Okay? That's not what I made. I made pretty down-to-earth coverage of real-life news, politics, culture war stuff, etc. And the show failed within a month and a half. No one liked it. They were bored. So I said, well, I'm not going to keep making this content if you don't want it. I'm not a fake guy who's going to exaggerate or make shit up. So if that's not who I am, then forget it, right? Okay.
Forget it. Well, we did. We did. Moment of silence.
What are you talking about? He says, maybe the guy who ran DSP Classics channel could do the Flip channel instead.
Literally.
I think it would help you reach tremendously.
Yeah, because that guy was cheap as fuck, but he left. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know what Spurgziak's status is in the existence in the Snortex. Because he's, I guess, riding the fence, but he's not like... He's not confident enough to actually snake DSP and leak his whole Discord and make content that people actually want to see. He's just pussyfooting and teasing people because he's a bitch and he's cringe and he's trash.
There was never a DSP Classics channel.
You know what he's talking about, dude. You literally know what he's talking about. Channel. Yeah, not everybody knows your lore autistically, and the people that do, you hate them and you call them autists and you say they're obsessed. Like, if you know his lore, 1% more than what he wants you to, he hates you, and you shouldn't exist. You need to know the very specific bits of lore that he wants you to know, and that's it. That's it. And not even question any of it. Even if any of it doesn't make sense, never question it. Once you question him, you're gone.
That's number one. Number two, what do you mean? I don't need someone to help me run a channel. I could run the channel myself.
Oh my god, you're a moron.
So what are you talking about?
That's exactly what he's saying. Instead of paying a guy and then constantly talking about how expensive it is and how much you gotta pay the guy, don't pay the guy and go to the other guy that was 4K upscaling a bunch of shit for you for free. That's what he's trying to say. But of course, we gotta feign ignorance. We gotta feign ignorance. He's instantly 3 IQ. He's got 3 IQ right now. When you ask him something he doesn't like.
He's already making the highlights. I'm not looking for someone to make highlights. I have it done.
But you complain about how much they cost. And the other guy was slaving away for free, allegedly. Or he was making peanuts. He was getting paid in peanuts and backpats. He was getting paid in shoutouts. Well, shout out to my editor, I guess. Well, he's like, cool. All right, can we get something more than
the Red Dead Redemption DSP channel? So you're talking about way back in the day when Red Dead Redemption 1 came out, which I think was 2010, I believe.
Yeah, he was making a channel
Back
for
then, things
everything.
were different on YouTube.
He wanted to legitimately make a channel for every single game that he would play because he's that much of a scammer. That much of a scammer. And this is why we can't have nice things, really, in society. We can't have good discounts. We can't have good prices. We can't have a fair and just society because people are so fucking greedy that once you give them a finger, they're going to bite your whole hand off. Exactly the people like DSP. The type of person that would go and see something on discount at the store and just buy the whole shelf. So there's no one else who can buy it. Even the type of people that were buying all the fucking toilet paper when COVID started. That's exactly it.
Too. It wasn't necessarily 100% clear if a company would actually let you play their game and do a let's play of it or not. Most companies were fine. A few, like for example, Rockstar, could be pretty touchy about it. For example, in 2009, Rockstar had released the Lost and Damned DLC for Grand Theft Auto 4. I bought it and went to play it, and they hit me with copyright strikes. And I'm like, what are you, fucking crazy? Why would you do that? No one else does, but Rockstar did. So when Red Dead Redemption came out, I told everyone, listen, I want to play this game. It looks amazing, but I can't risk having my main channel get strikes against it because Rockstar is copyright strike, like, you know, crazy for some reason. So I said, I'm going to make a whole new channel and we'll put the videos up there. No, I won't be able to monetize them, but I don't.
I wanted to have DSP
You know,
Street
I
Fighter.
hadn't really fully started monetizing any content until early 2011. So that playthrough wasn't going to make me money per se on YouTube anyway.
But
more through like people watching my vlogging and stuff on my vlogging channel, which was monetized. Okay. So I said, listen, doesn't matter. Let's put it on a new channel. That way, if these idiots hit me with copyright strikes, it just shuts down the new channel and not my main one. So I did that. And basically, it went well. Okay. Got tons of views and everything. It worked out very well. Later on, I did exactly the same thing when I played the Red Dead Redemption.
Baller alert.
Yes, Piggy is building attendant.
the attendance, yeah. That's what's happening every day. That's why he needs to stall for like an hour and a half to make sure he got a bunch of attendance. Big ups Jade for the dollar says,
Hey Bob, can you rate DSP's fit you see?
I already did that twice. You should rewind the stream. My takeaway is that I love it and that he should be wearing more and more t-shirts that are really weird and bad.
Phil invented YouTube slop.
You could say that. I mean, he was like, his videos, not only were there terrible production value, they sounded like shit, they looked like shit. He was uploading them literally. Yeah, it was like factory made assembly line slop. That was it. He was treating him like such. And that set a bad precedent on YouTube to where, like I said, this is why we can't have good things. This is why you can't have a platform like Twitter, for example, that's going to pay people for posting stuff. Because the moment they get that possibility, they start being engagement farmers. And it's like, you just can't do it.
Undead Nightmare DLC, and then I also used that channel when I did my LA.
I think if anything, YouTube should be a platform where you can make money off of your work, but Twitter should never be, because making tweets is so insanely easy, and you can just steal from somebody else, and having a place where the content is so easy to make and instantly monetizable is insane, and it's counterproductive, and it has been nothing but a bad thing for the platform as a whole. Nothing but bad.
Bar playthrough.
Thanks, Elon.
Like 3 big playthroughs on that channel that did very well. And then after that, I was like, well, it seems like it's now safe to actually upload these kind of gameplay to the main channel. And when I monetized DSP Gaming, obviously I wanted to make money on all my work. So I just put it all on DSP Gaming moving forward. But the channel just sat there, not used for many years. And what ended up happening was, at one point, YouTube decided to do this weird linking and unlinking with YouTube channels with a Google Plus.
Oh yeah, Google Plus, dude.
Doesn't even exist anymore. It was their attempt to do like a social network.
The worst thing ever.
Okay?
Because there was a point where everybody wanted to be Facebook. And Google Plus wanted to be Facebook, but like also integrated into every Google service. And when they turned it off, it still remained integrated into every Google service, therefore making it an absolute fucking mess.
There was a time when there was a small window where someone could actually try to get into your account. It was some kind of a back-end thing. I don't know how they did it, but basically if they had like general information, like the date that the channel was originally opened, an email address associated with the channel, like there was like 3 or 4 pieces of information you needed. In my case, sadly, I guessed that information had been public, and they guessed and got access to the account. They did it both with my Red Dead DSP account and my DSP Final Fantasy 13 account, because I had one that was just for my Final Fantasy 13 playthrough for similar reasons. Now, I didn't even realize they had taken control of those accounts because I didn't use them. Well, I'd never gone back to them or logged into them for many years, so I didn't know that these people were actually having access to the accounts at all. Someone one day tells me, Phil, are you aware that someone is broadcasting football, i.e. soccer, European matches on your
hell yeah, dude,
Redemption channel? I said, what?
Hopefully it was the real Madrid and not the fake one.
The entire channel had been destroyed and redesigned to illegal.
Ironically, the fake Madrid is Atletico Madrid. That's the fake Madrid.
I said, what the fuck is going on?
It does exist.
I went to log in,
but they're still in the Champions League. Come on. I'm praying that they're going to beat shitty-ass Arsenal so Arsenal can finally be trophyless and they can bottle yet another season. Big ups, Arsenal. They put the arse in Arsenal.
And it says, well, we need to verify your identity. And it asked me all the questions, you know, your name, your address, the date that the channel was open, email address.
Give me your mailing address. I'm going to mail you a Google Plus account.
Oh, sorry. We still can't verify it's you. We can't help you. So I never got access back to Red Dead DSP or to Final Fantasy 13. And YouTube, after like
what I love, by the way, I love that the World Cup, which is probably going to be pretty terrible, for once is in America. So now Americans can't say that no one cares about soccer because you guys are literally hosting it. How could no one care about it if you're hosting it? You're hosting the biggest one. So if anything, America cares a lot about soccer. So I'm expecting all of you guys to know all the names and nationalities of all the players. Do your homework. Next time, we're going to pull a piece of paper and everybody's going to have to draw and write down their starting 11 of their top players.
It's a violation of YouTube's terms of service to broadcast soccer on.
This is a violation of my human rights having to listen to this dog shit terrible segment. What is this? Fuck you. Who asked about this? Oh yeah, somebody did ask about this.
So the channels were permanently destroyed. Now the
permanently destroyed.
I saved all the footage from back then. I actually had the video files saved locally on external hard drives. And a couple years ago, with that DSP throwback project that we did on the DSP throwback channel, we restored the Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, and Final Fantasy 13 playthroughs, as well as LA Noire.
Oh yeah, those playthroughs, those were awesome.
Entirety, and you can watch it with no issue. And in fact, we even upscaled the graphics. We fixed the audio so that there's no
we did that, by the way. We did that. He didn't do a single thing. He didn't even know what he did.
Titled them with thumbnails, all of that, the whole night. So, for posterity purposes, you can actually check.
We did that
and watch those playthroughs now when you could.
In this, like, whoever is the editor now,
shirt on stream.
It was a great choice. I mean, look at that shirt. It's definitely not washed out, and it's definitely not from like 40 years ago. So what was I talking about? Yeah, whoever's editing his videos right now, keep in mind that once this shit falls off and you're gone completely, he's gonna say that we edited those videos. You remember, you guys, when we had the edited highlights on the channel where they weren't even successful? Yeah, that's gonna be that. Better get used to that, buddy. That's gonna be you. You're gonna become we.
Okay, so there you go. That's what happened, if you can believe it. Some ass
Phil and his team of editors
into old
When
YouTube
it comes
channels.
to Phil, he means it in the royal we.
I know. Well, I mean, yeah, that does make a lot more sense. Because he's the royalty. He's the only royalty-free royalty. Which is like, that's an internet thing.
Is rugby big in your secret Eastern European area?
No. Rugby, no. Rugby, not at all, I would say. And probably American football either, even though I like it. But I like it since like 2 months ago. So I'm kind of a poser. But yeah, it's an internet thing when you call yourself like a king something and you're like super royalty free and you're actually begging for people to do stuff for you. So don't call yourself king. Just call yourself some random shit like PewDiePie.
When they did that,
Just make it up.
shit,
Boobly goop.
destroyed those channels.
Call yourself like a Star Wars character. Glup Shitto. There you go. Definitely take your advice from me. All my names work.
What is the best?
I have the best names in the business.
LCG in them. It's arguably 2 or 3. I like 2. A lot of the FGC likes 3. I don't like 3 because it's busted. What I mean.
Oh, by the way, I want to read out some good bands because there's been some good bands in the last couple of days. Now that he said the FGC, here we have one. This one was banned by Ferbs. I'm not gonna ban much from Ferbs. I'm not gonna read much of the Ferbs bans because it's Ferbs. I want to read the ones that DSP banned because I know for a fact that he has seen this and it has hurt him enough to ban somebody. So let's start with this one first, though. Why do you get your mom confused with your wife so often? Which I think pretty reasonable question. We get here, DSP Gaming. Why do you clap to yourself like Andy did? You never started doing this since you collabed with the Gambling House. The Gambling House. Hey, that's a good bypass. I'm going to drop this one a like. The Gambling House.
DSP is looking like Jokic's disowned uncle for stuff.
The Jokic's disowned uncle? I don't know. Serbians have a way different look. That's not a Serbian look. That may be Polish, but now the Polish people are gonna say, like they do every time, I don't fucking want him. He's not one of us. And then I'm gonna say, okay, he's Italian. And then the Italian's gonna be like, he's not a fucking Italian. He's not Italian. I'm walking here. And then the Americans are gonna say, he's not fucking American, and no one wants him. Somebody please take him. Come on. We need somebody to take him. He needs some sort of identity. Anyways, the Gambling House, kind of creepy, bro. And this guy got banned by Phil. Again, we have Looking Melted Boss. This one got banned by Ferbs, but it's good. You are the worst, Phil. I'd rather. Oh, so this is a Cup Rattler sock. I'd rather watch Wings slam Wendy's chili or Pepsi, or watch Ralph passed out on pills, or LTG AI vids than watch you play this. And then we have a bunch of those. Here we have, why is this banned? Oh, well, yeah, it's a troll. See that, Lumix? Now edit that moment into the highlight reel. It's extremely positive and meaningful and will do numbers. Bleh. Whoa, I wonder why your views are so low. 10 years with the same effort, with the same music and no effort. Epic. We have, again, this guy gets banned for saying, that's weird. You used to always talk about your wife. I was just checking in with you, bud. Here we have an N-bomb. Here we have... So, are you going to play little kids games for the next 20 years? Sounds fun. I'm sure your views can't get any lower. I'm sure they can, actually. Here we have... what are we? Some begging. I want to get one specific one because I really like this one. Here we have liver failure, nothing I could do. Here we have talking about food trucks. Oh, this was great. I love this one. This one goes, was there ever a time that you were seen as a position of authority in the FGC at DSP Gaming? It's just a normal question. It's like actually the most normal question a normal question can be. Hey, did anybody ever respect you and you had authority in the FGC? I guess the answer is no. What do we have here? Oh, we have here conspiracies. I heard that your detractors have been saying that your clips could get you demonetized due to reusing of videos. Do you think there's any truth to it? This guy straight up gets banned immediately. Dude, why did that guy get banned? So what's wrong with just a white shirt? This doesn't match, bro. Which it doesn't. Well, I mean, the name. Okay, he got banned for the name because the name is $50 to call BF Wingo. Yeah, this happened. So I guess you got the point. You got the point.
By that is
He's really fair
all the
and
three
just.
has isms. There's A-ism, X-ism, V-ism. Each one
Sexism,
plays completely.
racism.
One plays like the classic.
Really good at that
series,
one.
One plays almost like Super Turbo, and one plays completely new. It's a custom combo system.
Custom style.
The problem is, the custom combo system was not well designed. It actually is very glitchy and breaks.
Oh, why am I watching this?
characters.
Okay, this needs to be skipped. This is gonna get skipped immediately. I cannot.
I'm glad to hear that. Bot Grinder Game says, I found this channel from all other channels that make fun of it, but I'm actually kind of enjoying this stream and watching for the first time. Well, I'm glad you are.
Yeah, this is the type of shit you would see on the DSP gaming subreddit when someone would be like, "Hey, why do people hate on Phil? He's like not that bad, I guess. Well, he still kind of sucks, but he's not that bad. He's not like a murderer or anything. Why do people hate on Phil?" And then the first comment would be like, "Hey, Derek."
For the record,
Hey,
every time we
Derek.
start off with a little bit of a chill session. Whether it's this morning show or my level 1 podcast, which is a little bit more structured, which usually has like
Hey, big ups Infamous KS for the 100 bits. Says, let's get some Manchester United on DSP Reacts, brother. Bruno ball needed. I can't believe that a team that's that bad is going to be third. I can't believe it. They're third place, dude. They're going to get European football with being as bad as they are.
acting and
Anyways, I still love them.
like that. We just build up attendance for like an hour, roughly. The morning show is shorter. The podcast is longer. But
No,
after
it's
we
not.
Build up attendance, then
But it's like, it's fake longer. It's longer in the sense of it's artificially inflated. It's not like it's full of more topics and more stuff to cover and it has better structure. It's legitimately just like, it's like a Ubisoft game. It's when they say, okay, this game needs to be 80 hours long so we can charge $80 for it. Let's just put in a bunch of random stuff and make the map too big. And make it so anytime you get a quest, you need to go to the other side of the map to do it. Okay, it's good now, it's big now, there's so much to do, and it's so long.
we jump into the gameplay for like 2-3 hours.
And that's not something to be proud of. Because people appreciate pace and structure. Because we're not going to sit around all day to wait for this guy to give a shout out to every individual person in the chat. Because he knows it's going to take more time to do that.
Today, particularly, we're even doing a taste test.
Hey, what's up, Ferbs? What's up, Schmerbs? Hey, it's Emperor Swaggins.
I'm glad to hear that you're chilling and enjoying.
What's up, dude?
It's very laid back, right?
What is laid back about it?
I don't do.
No, the idea is that I'm supposed to be laid back as the viewer, and you're supposed to be doing the muscle work and the leg work and the heavy lifting, so I can be laid back. It's not about you being laid back and me having to sit through a bunch of long-winded shit.
Crazy. There are some things that get me worked up, fighting games particularly, but for the most part, I just have a good time with my audience, and it's a good chill place.
No, not really.
Very cool.
No, that's not what a chill place is. I guess he hasn't watched anybody else's stream if he thinks his stream is chill. His stream is some of the most like uncomfortable and unrelaxing space you could find on the internet. Yeah. Not really. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Probably nothing. Oh, what is this?
Jasper, you're back.
He's having people visiting his house to deliver furniture?
What happened earlier, I told you, with the people we had visiting and doing some work here, and he got thrown off because, again, 2 days ago we had furniture delivered. That really scared him. And now we have work being done. That scared him.
They're having work done?
Hopefully he
oh, interesting.
Just calm down. Relax with me. It's all good.
Doing some work on the house. And again, dude, immediately as he was able to afford something more than a lunch meat sandwich, we're buying furniture. We're having people working on the house. So good. It's so good. It's so awesome. Because people would say, you know what? Bro, I need to save up some money because I used to be broke. I used to be on paycheck to paycheck, lunch meat style, and I had to eat that every day. And my wife was crying downstairs because I was begging my ass off. I need to save it up, so I'm never back in that spot. In the moment, he learned nothing from moving across the country, spending all his money. The moment he got some extra money, we need a new couch, baby girl. We need let's throw out the 65-inch TV. We need a 90-inch TV. That's so awesome.
There you go. Zelvania just said something that resonates with me a lot. He said, remember, guys, games do not need to be tens of hours long to justify a $60 or $70 price tag. Sometimes endless open worlds can hinder a game's enjoyment in the long term and sour the experience.
Yeah, well, it all depends. You can't just say that. What if a game is like 10 hours long? I'm not spending $70 for a game that's 10 hours long. No, that's not happening. And I'm not spending $70 on a Ubisoft game that you do the same 3 things over and over again for 90 hours, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where it's so obvious that you're being swindled into spending so much time in it because the game is intentionally made to waste your time.
Yeah.
So it all depends. You can't just say that.
So if there's a game that has tons of content, but the content's meaningless, right? Then what's the point? And I think that was the point a lot of people were making initially with their criticisms of Crimson Desert. The game has tons of content. Does any of it matter? Do you really need to do any of it? Not really.
What does that mean? Does the content matter? Well, it matters to me. I mean, I'm 130 hours into it, and I've explored like half of the map, so it does matter to me. So again, it's all subjective.
You can just, play through the story, get the upgrades via the story. What's the point? The story itself isn't that good. But
you can't really do that. That's kind of the point. You can't really do that because then you're going to be under-leveled and weak, just like DSP is doing it.
Garbage. I hate the combat of that game. So then,
because he's trying to brute force it, because it's the fucking assembly line guy trying to play it like an assembly line game, and it doesn't work like that, and he's mad because he just wants to get it out of his way and go play Super Mario.
Sake of having a sandbox. So you spent $70 to wander around in a world where your actions don't matter because the story doesn't matter. It's just kind of a waste of everybody's time.
What? Again, I'm done with talking about Crimson Desert and fucking DSP playing it. He is intentionally bad faith because he is a raging narcissist who always has to be correct, and he has made up his mind that the game sucks, and he's gonna die on that hill even though the game is great. He did the same thing, but the opposite, with the Callisto Protocol, if you remember, where he made up his mind that the game fucking rocked and everybody who thought it was trash was wrong and idiots, and they were shills. And the game was kind of sucky and had massive performance issues. And the actual ending of the game is locked behind DLC. So, yeah. I think it's safe to say at this point that when your opinion is so tightly connected to your ego, you should immediately dismiss it and disregard it because it's not really serious.
Oh, Jasper, he's reaching. Hello. Want to come up again? He's reaching.
But hey, we have a Jasper cameo.
You're a good boy. What a nice kitty.
Okay, now something?
What if a game is 6 to 7 hours long but fire? Is it worth $70? I would say. What are you doing?
Oh, come on,
but
dude.
It has replayability. So, if you've got a game, you can come up here if you want, buddy.
Oh my god, more fucking Jasper Kitty segments.
Come up here. If you've got a game that's 6 to 7 hours long, but multiple playthroughs add more content, or the game gets more interesting or more challenging with a second or third playthrough, or there's different characters.
But what is interesting, though? Who decides what's interesting? What if I don't think it's interesting? What if it's one of those movie games from Supermassive that is like the Man of Medan, the Dark Pictures anthology, where all the characters suck, the story is the most boring, bland thing you've seen in your life, and there's zero gameplay? What about that?
To play the game with, and it changes.
Who decides? Maybe DSP fucking loves it, and it's like the greatest gameplay ever, and the greatest content ever, and I think it's trash.
Elements of the game. Then you could justify
it's
that
so
maybe,
fucking
even
stupid.
though it's only 6 to 7 hours long, you could say it's worth, $60, right? But a game that's just 6
no, it's all subjective. It's literally all subjective because a DSP stream is subjective. And you could say, Is this worth people giving him $150 a day for? No. No. You're going to have a very difficult time making a case for it that is not just saying that it's subjective.
As long as you play it once and you're done, that's a tough sell for me to say that that's worth $60, $70 in the modern era.
A DSP stream is 4 hours long. It has terrible characters. It's not replayable at all. It has awful progression and awful pacing. Is that worth $150? Yes, actually. Yeah.
Grungehead, you do realize that the playthrough is live on this channel right now and got a ton of views. So if you want to see how it took 20 hours for me to beat Resident Evil 9, go watch the playthrough. It's live.
Oh, yeah, it took him 20 hours. It was one of those games where he had to examine every piece of the environment, by the way. And, of course, for some reason, like, he is completely incapable of being scared. Because that's what I was thinking. I never really got around to doing it. But now I have most of the Resident Evil games. And I was thinking, man, I am like the biggest fucking pussy on this planet. And I've always wanted to play them because I love horror. I love horror movies. I love horror games. I'm just too much of a massive fucking coward to play them. So I'm thinking the only way I could get myself to play more than 15 minutes at a time is if I was streaming it. And that would be fucking good content. And then I watched this guy and he's walking through the game like it's nothing. Like he's legitimately having no emotions and no reaction to anything whatsoever. And it kind of fucking shocked me. Cuz I'm like, "Whoa, this guy is so devoid of any kind of soul."
It's not rocket science. What time is it? Because I think we will get started with prog.
Oh yeah, that's the end here.
I wonder where this is.
Yeah, it's talking about
Let's see if they're available for delivery.
getting some takeout. Anyways, did he hit the goal? I actually don't know. If this is from yesterday, I think not.
I don't know. Cool, the plot is advancing. For some reason, the stream didn't do so well.
Oh, I guess not.
On Friday, so I don't know what happened today with Pragmata. That's not a good sign.
This, again, insane logic, and I despise this logic. This logic makes my blood boil when I hear him specifically bring up that point. Hey, last time I played this game, there was one guy who gave me a lot of money, and I hit my fake goal that's not a goal, but it really is, and it didn't happen now, so what's up with that? What's up with that? Why are you looking for logic where it doesn't exist, and it doesn't make sense for it to exist? It's not statistics, it's not analytics. You're just pointing out, yep, one of the 5 guys that gave me money last time, he didn't give me money this time.
But we are going to do another stream of it on Wednesday. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what order to play. I didn't know if I should do Mouse PI for hire and then Pragmata, or Pragmata and then Mouse PI for hire. Based on today and based on yesterday, I'm going to do Mouse PI for hire first.
Because that's the thing. If somebody wanted to give him money, they would. He wouldn't have to beg them all day for it. He wouldn't have to make up weird fucking fake statistics in his mind to make himself feel better. They just would. Like they have. And there's been times when he would be going through the most boring gameplay that you've ever seen, and some guy would give him $100 just because. And there would be no logic or reasoning behind him. It's just the guy felt like giving him money, and he did.
All right, so Pragmata will be the late night.
And that's why this weird fucking cope has always been trash, and it's always been stupid as hell.
Now, okay?
And the same thing as with RimWorld. Oh my god, I've been playing this game for 100 million hours, and it's always been getting support, but this time it didn't get support. I wonder why. Well, because the guy giving you money decided not to give you money this time. That's why.
Okay, so, tonight on the late stream, fan favorite Pokemon Fire Red resumes. I hope that you'll be here for Pokemon Fire Red on the late stream.
Didn't hit the goal either.
Tomorrow, we're going to do another morning show, a big hefty stream of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. And tomorrow night will be a late night stream of Crimson Desert. Okay.
In the shitty, like, I hate the game journalist used car salesman voice, the entertainer voice. It's like, oh, you guys, I hope you stay tuned for the next Angry Joe show. It's like, fuck off. Just be like a person, man. You're not that guy. You're not the entertainer. You're a used car salesman for video games. Okay. And he missed the goal.
Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily
Because
Wrap.
then, like, that used car salesman shit looks really bad when next thing you know, he's crashing out on somebody and he's calling him names and losing his mind over it. And being like, yo, go fuck yourself, you stupid fucking retard idiot. It's like, oh, so it's a pose. It's fake. It's a mask. You're not actually like that. And I'm not saying that he should be, like, mad as fuck all the time. Because, well, no one is really like that. But just the fake entertainer persona is not real. And it everyone can tell is not real. It's like a shitty wrestler. Like I talked about in my WrestleMania members only video. It's like Hangman Adam Page, which is one of my least favorite wrestlers of all time. Who is a guy who is not really a wrestler. He's an actor acting like what a wrestler would act like. But it's not convincing at all. And if you're not convincing, like, you miss the point of what being a wrestler is about. Because being a wrestler is about convincing people that the fake shit you do is actually real, even though everybody knows it's fake.
Yeah, for what was Monday, the 20th of April.
You just kind of do what everybody, like, what you think people will find convincing.
My second of
You're just mimicking
this week. I know that that's abnormal. Normally, I would be here for 5 or 6 or more days. And it's a very short streaming week because of some personal stuff going on later in the week. But next week is going to be super long, so don't worry. Today, let me put it this way.
Well, I wasn't worried, but I am now.
It was a fine day. A little confusing, but still overall a good day.
Was the confusion about money?
Start to talk about the streams, okay?
I bet it's money. It has to be
money.
Off
today with a DSP morning show. And to be honest, there was no real one stuck topic that we talked about. Basically, I just hung out with everyone and did Q&A. And to be honest, that's always been what the DSP morning show was going to be. Just kind of hanging out and killing about an hour to build up attendance. So then we have a good attendance for when we start with gameplay. But because the morning show usually
build up attendance,
hour,
bro,
it means that we get
you stream at the exact same time every single day. Every day you stream, you publish the broadcast in advance. Every day you stream, it starts at the same time. You play music for 20 minutes, and then you go on to the next thing that you're going to do, which is building up attendance. You don't need to build up attendance. All of that shit is done to build up attendance. You're doing it to waste time. Literally, blatantly, flagrantly waste everybody's time, pretending that you're waiting for people to show up so you can start the stream.
At least 3 or more hours of gameplay on said stream, as opposed to when we do a formal level 1 podcast and there's usually set topics and established, news and reacting we're going to do. That show's at least usually 90 minutes or longer, right? So, after a chill and fun
when does the summer of Too Much Meerkat start? Well, this is technically the era of Too Much Meerkat, because I've been streaming about like 300% more than I usually would have. But that's because I started, well, that's going to sound like a fucking DSP gimmick. But I did start being a little bit healthier and actually getting up early in the morning, which allows me to do all my work until like lunchtime and not fuck around as much. And I guess I have some spare time to stream afternoon. Every once in a while, I still get a Teams message here and there, but I just answer those in a way that you couldn't even tell I'm doing it. So I'm like double styling it. But no, I'm not really working out. I just stopped smoking weed and I just started waking up early. Because when I started smoking weed after work, and then I would stay until like 3 a.m., dude. Just playing games and watching movies and fucking around. And then once I stopped, I just started waking up early. And when you wake up early, you get a lot done.
$, of support, which I was very grateful for. We jumped back into Pragmata. So what did we do today in Proc?
And this was the first 420 that I haven't smoked in like 8 years or something, since like 2018. It was crazy. But I didn't even really notice it, because once you completely forget about it and it's off your mind, you just forget about it. Forget about it.
3+ hours of gameplay. Well, we continued to explore the virtual 3D printed New York City. We fought new enemy types. We unlocked new weapons. We upgraded said weapons that we had. We actually got the ability to disintegrate.
Drugs are illegal? Yeah, well, tax fraud and bankruptcy fraud is illegal, but look at this guy. I'm looking to be as based as he is. But no, that was kind of a part of why I stopped, is because it's important for me to not have a criminal record ever, because any job or project that I apply for requires me to get a statement from court that I do not have a criminal record and I'm a very good boy and my penis is very large. So I didn't want to have like the dumbest shit happen to me and somebody call the cops because I'm smoking weed on my balcony or some shit. And I was like, you know what? Better safe than sorry. I'm just gonna go and smoke a vape right now. And then that's it. Yeah. Otherwise, it would be really funny. But in like a sad way.
Printed areas that basically are like, you know, the colored, almost like stalactites or stalagmites, whatever they're called, that were blocking doorways. And so when we got the ability to do that, I decided to backtrack a bit, go back to the earlier stages and get some of the upgrades and items that we had missed out on because we didn't have that ability at the time. And then we got to the end of the New York stage and it was a big boss fight in the middle of the street.
How did he get away with lying on the bankruptcy? Actually, good question. I think it's because the people doing it, first of all, the bankruptcy was going through during COVID. And during COVID, nobody knew what was going on and how to do stuff. It was all like online based and Zoom calls, and nobody knew how to fucking share their screen. Nobody knew how to do anything. So what happened is he got lucky, kind of, because he does an online based business with a bunch of very obscure shit. For the bankruptcy court, that's very obscure. It's like video games and subscriptions and microtransactions. And he just wrote it off. And he just lied about how much it costs to sustain this business, which, considering how much money he was making, it's a negligible amount. Let's say he has to spend, I don't know, $200 to up to $500 a month on video games, and twice every whatever amount of years he needs to buy like a new console. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much it. But he made it seem like it was very expensive and you had to pay for microtransactions within video games. You need to pay for this, needed to pay for that. And in the end of the day, he made it seem like it was more expensive than it was actually. And that was it. I think it's as simple as that.
Street, which was really awesome. Like, this thing going right down like Times Square in New York, and there's a giant boss fight. Okay.
And of course, he knew exactly what he was doing. And at some point, I think there's this clip. If somebody could find it, that would be awesome. But I know for sure that it existed. Somebody brought up champions and bankruptcy fraud in the same message. And for some reason, he decided to entertain that and read it out. And the message was essentially, hey, Phil, do you know that would be considered bankruptcy fraud if you admit it to the champion stuff? Something like that. Something along those lines. And he said that's a bad thing. Don't say that. Or something like that. And it's like he in real time was realizing, oh yeah, I could actually fuck myself up big time. But it didn't happen. He got away with it. And it's not gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen to him again. He got away with it. And he's a very small fish in a big pond.
Fun. And then after that, we unlocked all kinds of new stuff, including these training room challenges that give you more upgrade items. Some, more plot was unlocked, and we went to a new area called the Terra Dome, which is essentially terraforming.
What are you talking about? Skip.
Ahead or anything, but that game a lot just aren't engaging with this game or really talking about it. Okay? Support. I'm not going to exaggerate here. All right? By the time that we were only like maybe 30 minutes to the end of the stream, we hadn't even hit $100 of support. In fact, for the whole first hour and a half that I played the game, we got no support. None. Zero.
Oh my God. No way.
All that $50 or so came in on the DSP morning show, and there was no support for this game. So I'm wondering what gives, and it's weird because the game is popular right now. People are talking about it. People are memeing about it on social media. It sold over 1 million copies in 2 days, which actually is surprising. Like, Capcom didn't expect that.
Hey, are we going to talk about how many copies Crimson Desert sold? 5 million? That would make it a much better game, wouldn't it? That would make it probably Game of the Year.
Because they knew it being a new IP and the fact that it actually had been delayed, they didn't think that it was going to do very well. So they were actually shocked that it did as well as it has.
I don't think they were shocked at all. Why does he come across as thinking that? Why is he thinking that?
I just don't know what's going on with the game. By the end of the stream, okay, it was time for DSP Tries It, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I think I raised something like $115 or something like that.
I raised. What is this, charity drive?
By all means, no. But that is surprising for a new release that everyone said they loved last week, that it's only the second stream of. I mean, no exaggeration, random streams of games like Dragon Quest, Pokemon, Crimson Desert, all have done better than...
Okay, if we're going to go into fake science and fake pay pig statistics, then we're going to have to talk about where that money's coming from. And we're going to have to talk about individuals and how many people contributed to that, because many of the times it's just one guy giving him $50 that hits the goal. Many of the time, and this has been always. It's not the first time. This will never change. He is a very pay pig dependent person because he's trash. Like, he cannot get people giving him like $1 or $2 and make the whole goal, because it's not about that. It's really about the opposite. If it's about pandering to like 5 people and pretending that he's pandering to 1,000 or 5,000, which is just not true.
Pragmata's second stream. So I'm not sure.
And even in like, what I'm trying to say is, even in his logic and his mindset, you'll have to talk about, okay, who gave this money and how many people contributed to this goal. So if it's one person, then maybe your community doesn't like it that much, and it's just one person doing it.
People,
but we can't do that. Money is money. It doesn't matter if it's one guy or 15 people. It doesn't. It actually doesn't matter to him.
I don't know if people just don't like it on my stream. I don't want to make excuses for it. It's a good game. Like, I really like it. I don't get it.
Oh, he really likes the game, you guys.
Engagement and support both being low is kind of weird for a brand new release on its second stream. Okay?
Why?
Then we did DSP Tries It, and it was the Smash Burger Munchies box from Jack in the Box. And all I'm going to say is, you'll find it entertaining because some of the stuff in the box was pretty good. Some of the stuff in the box was mid. Some of the stuff in the box was terrible, disgustingly bad. And they forgot one of the key components of the box.
Oh, no.
So
what was that? Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
DSP Reacts right now, at DSP Reacts. Give it a look. And now we got to brainstorm the next DSP Tries It. We already have an idea or two, and we'll talk about it over the next week. So yeah, that first stream ended at less than $120 of support, which is abnormal for a game that's a new release that's only second stream. Okay? Tonight on the lead.
So goals still exist, is what I'm supposed to understand. Because remember, the whole point of quote-unquote abolishing goals, which I love that term, is like he abolished slavery or something. He abolished the Dents having to be enslaved. The whole idea was that it didn't matter how much money he made on stream because he was good. He was good. Welcome home. Phil is good now, you guys. This is it. We pay-pigged for years, maybe a decade and a half, to get to this spot, and we finally made it. He made it big time. He got the coveted Asmongold shout out that people were prophesizing about since the beginning of the written history, and he made it. But now we're back to literally having goals without saying so, because this is what this daily rap was about. Well, you guys, this is still, it's okay, but it's not as okay as if it would have been if I got like $30 more.
Stream, it was Pokemon Fire Red. Now, last week, we had the experiment of trying this as a night stream. Remember that Pokemon had always been a daytime stream, and some people were concerned. They were like, yeah, if you make this a night stream, you may lose some attendance and you may lose some support, because some people can only make it for day streams of Pokemon, okay? But last week, that first stream as a night stream went well. Tonight, I'll say this. Attendance, little slow, but okay. Engagement, great. Support,
Attendance, little slow, but okay. It's so fucking trash that you have to daily talk about. And this is like, of course, we've been watching DSP for a long time. I'm probably been like catching up with this guy since like 2018. But it's so absurd that you have a streamer that needs to tell you how many views he got on stream every single day. And he needs to judge you for that. That you were just one of those people that may or may not have watched any of it. It's so fucking absurd.
Kind of in the middle, actually did better than the Pragmata.
I think it's so absurd that it's been kind of accepted as that's normal. It's normal. Oh, he's talking about attendance and engagement and support. That's just normal. It's a DSP thing. He does that.
Not a stream, which is
it's like he has some weird condition.
The early 2000s.
Oh yeah, he's got the dentitis. You know,
that's a Pokemon.
It just makes him talk about engagement and support every day. It's normal. Just don't mind him.
Pokemon game, and we play Pokemon all the time. Did better than the brand new hot release. That's what I mean about today. This is why it was confusing. It threw me for a loop, right? The thing is that I figured that the late night Pokemon streams wouldn't always do well, but every once in a while, maybe more people would be able to come to them or whatever. So I'm happy with how it went. Obviously, it would have been great if it was like an outstanding support stream and it would have made up for Pragmata, but...
Obviously, it would have been great if you gave me more money. Because, like, once you remove all the flashy, stupid, manipulative language, he's literally saying this. Yeah, it would have been better if you gave me more money, but it's all right, I guess. If we don't make it tomorrow, I'll just cry about it, and you're going to give it to me eventually. But I don't want to have to cry about it, so get your shit together. Which is essentially not, I'm not joking or exaggerating, what is going on here. This is exactly what's going on here. Because he knows that eventually he can put in like a insane fucking crash out segment. Wait, are there ads on the stream? There shouldn't be ads on the stream, dude.
You can't get that all the time. So overall, I'm happy with today. What did we do in Pokemon? We went to the Safari Zone. We spent almost the whole night in the Safari Zone, not only trying to catch rare Pokemon like Sea King and Dratini and
no, there's no ads on the stream. It's on manual.
But also we had to get the items there. So we did get the gold teeth, and we did get the Surf TM or HM, I think it is, and more. And then at the end, we were actually grinding with some of the Pokemon that we actually had caught in Safari Zone. We were trying to level them up. So overall, it was a chill stream. It was a fun stream. And overall, today was great. You know, it wasn't I don't want anyone to get the impression, oh, it was a slow day or whatever. Because sometimes...
So it was like
oh, you see,
a mid?
I don't have goals.
You do, though.
Well enough. I don't have goals. I don't need them. Okay, I do well off. Some days
I he's okay, you guys. Other days, yeah, this is just the cope. This is not for anybody else. Well, would this be for?
Slower. That's the nature of how it works. Today was just one of those weird days that it actually was a little slower, and I don't know why when I'm playing a new release. It was actually confusing.
Oh, so he brought it up so we could circle back to why he's confused. And literally, it's in the title. If you're doing well, why is it in the title? Confusion? What is the confusion about?
In that regard, maybe you guys
know
have
what
some
is the
insight.
confusion about.
Comment and let me know what you think happened with Pragmata. With Pokemon, I expect it to go a little up and down on late streams. I really do. But Pragmata, I'm shocked that it was, you know, as it was. Okay. Anyway, all the content will be going live overnight. I hope you'll check it out. And
no, not really. Tomorrow. I'll just watch the highlights.
My week, because again, I only have 2 more days coming up.
When are the highlights coming, Phil?
Morning show. And yes, we will do a major stream of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined on that first segment there. We will try to get as far as we can in 3+ hours. To no DSP tries it tomorrow, so actually we'll have even more of a focus on gameplay. And we're heading into the final third of the game. Like now we're in the home stretch because we've unlocked pretty much all the major islands of the game. So now it's about the end game story and pushing through it. So we'll see how we do tomorrow and how far we can get. Okay? Tomorrow
probably not very hard, not very far. So I got about, let's say, an hour left. So what we're gonna do is Agent Proper, and we're gonna watch Agent Proper's Moments of March that came out 2 weeks ago. So make sure to go watch that. Because now we're almost at the end of April, and I've forgotten about them. So let's see, what are the best
in your pants yet?
already amazing.
There's the moon quartz, but if I pick that up, I have no inventory space. Game is handing you non-stop items with 0 inventory. Who thought this was a good idea? No?
Yes, the yellow paint meme.
I have no ammo.
Yellow paint god.
What the fuck? I'm dead. We can't kill him. We can't kill him. We shot him in the head with the magnum and all the bullets, and he's still alive. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Well, let's fix that.
How long is this? Oh, it's only 47 minutes. So I guess it's been a very good month for Phil. And April is going to be even better because it was his birthday. Yeah, this one he went viral for being awesome at Resident Evil. Mr. Virality strikes again. You are dead, Philip. You're dead. He's dead.
Welcome home.
Home. Holme.
Do you see why this game is so stupid? I'm sorry, it's a criticism. I was supposed to know I have to use the Requiem.
Oh, dude, if this was Crimson Desert, he would have made a video called, "This is the stupidest game I've ever played." And it would have gone like 10,000 views.
You see what this game is so fucking stupid?
So now do the whole sequence over.
Welcome.
This is fucking stupid. Now I have to do all that over because the game is fucking stupid. Yeah, that's dumb. Sorry. This game is not perfect. That's dumb shit. You know what it is? No one played on this difficult.
Oh my god, dude. I love how online brained he is, because people glazing any big game that comes out and saying it's a 10 out of 10, and he actually takes it as gospel. And he thinks to himself, whoa, those people think this game is flawless and perfect. And anytime there's a flaw in the game that obviously will have flaws, because no game is flawless and perfect, and every piece of art has flaws in it that make it actually what is good. Every time that happens, he needs to make a bold opinion about it and say, I'm sorry, I know I'm going to be the only guy saying this, but this is not flawless. This is not perfect. This is not the flawless experience everybody on Twitter said it was. I'm sorry, but someone had to say it. Yep. Good thing we have DSP to stand up for everybody. We need him. We need him as a voice in the gaming community.
Reloads and let you redo it, but because I'm playing on classic, oh, start from where you saved with the ink ribbon, so now you don't get to retry. What a waste of my fucking time. All right, guys, so within a few minutes here, we are going to begin with Resident Evil. Sadly, I hate to say it, but it looks like attendance is falling off again. As you can see, we didn't even get up to 300 viewers today. I was hoping to get to 300 and then we would start.
That's how it works.
YouTube. So
that's how it works.
Play a game nonstop. You're not going to get as much viewership on day 4 as you did on day 1, 2, and 3. It happened.
But no, maybe it's because instead of playing the game, you sit around waiting for people to show up and wait for other people to show up. You know what? I would compare this to being in a shuttle bus at the airport. Okay, I made it past the security check, I made it past passport check, and now I need to wait for everybody else to get in the shuttle bus so we can go and drive around like 50 meters forward so we can get to the airplane. Let's everybody wait to build up some attendance on the shuttle bus. Isn't that really fun and cool? Yep.
It's fine, but
It's
I do
epic.
hope that you guys will stick around. And please, by all means, let's go. Let's keep the engagement going. So if you're here live on stream right now and you're ready for Resident Evil and you had a good time with the morning show, please hit the like button on the stream. And let's get some support for Resident Evil Requiem. Let's get some subs. Let's get some kicks. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some memberships. And for goodness sakes, let's get some tips. Let's get it rolling so we have good momentum.
And again, why this used car salesman persona doesn't work is because he only uses it while he's begging for money or talking about money. Like, once we get into the meat of the content, which is the gameplay, it gets dropped immediately and he turns into the most fucking boring guy alive. Because if it was consistent and that was him all the time, I would understand it. It would still be insanely abrasive and in your face and boring, but at least it would be consistent. But he only uses it while he's begging for money.
The game today. Please support the stream. This is the 4th day in a row I'm playing Resident Evil Requiem on stream, and that's because you guys have shown up, engaged, and supported the content, making it viable. Normally, I wouldn't play a game this often because I like variety, and variety works for my content. But I'm sticking with Resident Evil to get as far as we can this week, and I want to keep doing that. But in order to do that, I need attendance, engagement, and support. So please,
the triple
today, if you like this playthrough,
thing.
support it in some way.
The triple pronged
Please
plan.
support it with a super chat or a sub or a membership or some kicks. Like I said, particularly today, kick support would be great because it's been one of the slowest weeks on Kick ever yet again. I don't understand why, because everything on YouTube's been up. So why is Kick down?
Because Kick is the website for the people that don't really like you.
We're around $50. All right. If you like this game and you want to see me play it, keep going and finish it by the end of the week, please support it. If this ends up being a nearly dead support stream, then I can't do that and I have to start alternating again. All right. So please keep supporting it. I would like to keep playing it. And
nothing says, and this is my favorite cope of his, is calling himself the master of his own destiny. Because nothing says the master of my own destiny as much as having segments like these where you admit that you are completely powerless and it's nothing that you do is actually up to you. And it's up to the few people that get to decide how you live your life, what are you going to do all day, and what games are you going to play. That's epic.
By Thursday. But I need you guys to buy in. You have been doing so.
Needs to buy in, you
but now all
stupid.
of a sudden, I can't have a dead stream on this 4th day I'm playing it. All right?
You can't have a dead stream. It's a business.
It's Kick right now that is really lagging. Today we have one sub on Kick, and 100 kicks. So let's get some support on the Kick side, okay? 2 more hours of Resident Evil Requiem here with Leon, all right? I got my coffee. I can't drink it yet. It's too hot, but I'm ready to go. I'm reinvigorated, and hopefully, again, you guys are enjoying the stream.
And also what makes it cooler is that he knows that most of his viewers are weird social outcasts. And he might also know that they find him relatable and they look up to him. And I think he hates that because he wishes that he would have like a cool and fun community instead of weird social outcasts and freaks and dorks.
Please engage and support it. We got 2 hours left. Let's not make this the slowest Resident Evil stream. I've loved playing this game all week with you guys.
Well, you guys, I love doing this. I like the game.
By Thursday, but I don't know what's going on with the support today. The views are also way down today. If you haven't noticed, we've had over 400 all week. Today we have 260. So maybe the game's played out already. Maybe I don't know what to say. But personally, I am still liking it. I'm learning the new Leon
Maybe people caught up because like once you get a taste of what DSP's playthrough of something is going to be like, you kind of lose interest. Like the Crimson Desert, I think, is a perfect example because the first couple of streams, okay, it's funny, and you're like, oh, I wonder how DSP is going to do this puzzle, and I wonder how many times he's going to die on this boss. And eventually you realize, okay, so he's being handheld through all the puzzles, and he's rage quitting all the bosses. I guess maybe I can watch those clips, but yeah, that's it. You just get a read on him immediately, and it just stops being entertaining and interesting. And the Resident Evil thing is one of those.
And if you like the content, please support it. Let's continue. Here we go. All right. If you're watching on stream, let's go. Let's get some support for Resident Evil. The views are there. but the support has been very slow today. Don't ask me why. We got about an hour and 20 minutes left. It's been great all week, and all of a sudden today, super slow.
Whoa, what happened? It might be an external factor that is causing this.
Some way. Let's go. All right. Woo! The game's pretty intense. Especially now with all this crazy stuff going on. Thank you so much, NetMuck. Let me get to a safety, and I will shout that out. I'm afraid right now if I try to shout that out, I'm going to get killed.
Also, this, I don't...
Oh, shit! Whoa!
Wow.
I got fucked up.
I was gonna say, I don't know why he would be shouting out people during gameplay, but I guess it does make sense. If you get the chance to do it, then just do it.
Dude, what? Dude, he's not even visible, and he's...
What the fuck? Whoa! Remember that? Epic clip.
Dude wasn't even visible. What the fuck is going on? That's 3 psychic shots when I have no line of sight to the guy. I just wasted all my healing. Dude, what?
Oh my god, he's actually garbage.
Busted to fuck. Are they fucking insane? How is this guy shooting me? Now I have no healing. What the fuck? Dude, what?
Eat it.
There's nowhere that's safe. This guy shoots me from maximum distance in cover with this fucking thing. What am I supposed to do? The guy is psychic and hits you with a mortar when you're not in his line of sight. He has no idea where you are, and he hits you with mortars. I don't even know where the guy is. We haven't even seen him yet. There he is. This is garbage. They fucked it up. No, you don't have psychic fucking zombies who can see you perfectly in cover and shoot you through cover. That's not possible. What the fuck is wrong with Capcom these days? You don't even know
they
how
fell
it
off.
works?
Capcom lost it.
See you through cover and shoot you with
Capcom really fell off. Everybody hates them.
and they should be criticized heavily.
They should be criticized heavily. And when DSP gets criticized heavily, it's everybody else's fault.
Do the game journalist memes help my channel? No, none of the memes help my channel because they're all negative and toxic shit. They're not even true. Like the meme apparently last night was when I died in the elevator. And the meme is, streamer dies repeatedly over and over.
No.
To the mutated girl.
No.
I died
That's
once.
a lie.
I died literally once, and I complained about the game mechanic because the game makes you kind of look up at the monster when you're supposed to just go straight. But you don't know that until you die once.
Imagine lying about memes about you just so you can make a point that's not real because you lied about it.
And you figure out, oh, I'm supposed to go straight. Now,
at that point, just eat it, man. Just eat it.
Then you just go straight and you survive. It was one death. But the idiots are saying he died over and over and he couldn't get past the part. I got past it.
No one said that. Everybody could just watch the clip and see that you got past it. It's just that the game was telling you you should run away and you decided to keep shooting at the monster and the monster killed you because you're a moron.
On the second try.
That's it. You didn't need to die 1,000 times for it to be a funny meme. All you need to do is just die once, and you did.
The meme's not even true, but that's what they did.
It's not even a real meme. It's a fake meme.
Bullshit, and that's the memes. So how can
make
that
up the
possibly help me
bullshit
when the meme is actually a fallacy? You know?
Oh, it's not even a meme. It's a fallacy. Yeah, that's copium. Level 9,000. Crashing out over fake memes. And now you can make a meme saying game journalist crashes out over memes. And then he's going to crash out over that. And you can say game journalist crashes out over his own crash out over memes. And you can just go infinitely.
No, that's it. What they use against me is always a lie or
it's always fake.
Exaggeration. Nothing that they say is truthful anymore, which is why it actually doesn't affect me.
No, nothing is true except all the things that he has admitted is true because he ran out of excuses and he encountered so much quote-unquote circumstantial evidence that he was forced to admit it's true.
If it was true, then people would actually start to dislike me, and my viewers would start to taper off and wouldn't come back and support and engage and have a good time.
Right. About that attendance segment earlier, sure. This guy, by the way, used to have tens of thousands of viewers and thousands, well, probably not thousands, but a lot more hundreds of viewers than he currently has. So it's almost like that thing that you say that would have happened if the memes were correct happened, and you fell off. Whoops.
They'd be like, "Oh, fuck this guy," right? But
yeah, they did.
Bullshit, so it doesn't matter. So I mean, like,
that's why you need to literally MK Ultra brainwash people on a daily basis by repeating the same narratives over and over again. Yeah, that's why. That's why we're here, Phil. That's why we're here.
Here to see what actually happened. And a few of them were critical and were like, "You should have seen the prompt or whatever." I'm like, "Well, I disagree."
He disagrees that he should have seen the prompt. What?
That's lurking right in front of your face. I heard it too. That's the thing. I was wearing headphones so I could hear, oh, there's something above me. So immediately I look up, there's the enemy. I'll just keep shooting it in the face. Oh, instant death. Oh, what you were supposed to do was ignore the enemy that's trying to kill you and look straight, and then there would have been a prompt to escape. I think that's silly, and I think that it was annoying that I had to replay like 10 minutes of gameplay to do the scenario again. That's my right to criticize it. You can disagree, and that's fine too.
No, you have no rights.
Personally, I think they could have done that sequence better. Is that horrible that I said that and I raged a little bit? Of course not. Also, keep in mind, it was 88 degrees in this room. So for me to have to replay 10 minutes...
Excuse me? We're actually going to blame the room temperature?
It's a gameplay in 88 degrees. I was also frustrated. You know?
It was frustrating, but you were still playing the game. Whether it's the same segment or not, you were still playing the game in that very same temperature. So... what is the wow, nuclear level excuses? This is like next gen 8K excuses.
Just wanted to get to news.
What?
So that's that was the situation. I don't know how on earth that becomes the meme. That Phil's terrible at games because he.
But this is more of a meme now. Game journalist is bad at video game because his room is too hot. Wow, it's actually worse and more funny and more embarrassing. Blaming your room temperature for how bad you were in a video game and why you failed once. Again, he failed once. It's not even he failed for like half an hour or was stuck on it.
Like 10 times to this. I died once.
Dude.
Just like anyone.
Good thing that didn't pick up because that would have been really funny.
So the meme isn't even true.
But the meme is true. They showed it. Oh, and this is when they added him like a cheat code in a game where you could say DSP and get infinite lives. Hey, that's a good song. That's a banger. Can we have a banana remix of this? No.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Oh, the Retrothon. Did I watch that? I think I might have watched that. It was terrible. Oh, yeah, GoldenEye. Hey, it's Golden Guy.
Oh my.
Golden Guy. He's really bad at it.
This is insane. What the fuck? What is going on? How do you play this shit? Whoa! How do I fire my gun? What the fucking shit? How do I fire? Oh, he did a front roll. He did a frontal roll. How do you play? Hold R to aim, use Z to fire? What the fuck is Z? There's a Z button on here?
Yeah, I think it was one of those like old style controls or whatever. But again, the point is, the casual people or anybody making fun of this meme is going to make fun of it at face value and they're going to laugh because it's funny. No one is going to go, "Oh, wait, let me look up the lore behind this meme to see if I should laugh or not, to see if it's valid." The fact is, and this is a fact, he died to the very first enemy in a game that's like 30 years old.
007 died in the parking lot.
Yep. DSP dies, the first GoldenEye enemy in Retrothon flop. Veteran YouTuber Darkside Phil launched his Retrothon 2026 marathon Friday with a chaotic run through the 1997 N64 classic on Nintendo Switch Online. He mashed buttons in confusion, asking, "What the fuck is Z?" as Chad explained the Z-trigger fire mechanic, before a stray roll left him exposed and gunned down. Critics like G-Man Lives and Carl Jobst mocked it as expected in a new strat spawning memes, while some defended the game's archaic N64 controls on modern Joy-Cons. Who fucking cares? Fake meme. It's a meme based on a fake story. Based on a false narrative. We need the truth behind DSP's meme. Okay, you got the gist of it.
This game features an auto lock-on system, so you'll only need to aim and start him.
Yeah, this is a parody video made about him.
You won't get away from me. Press C to shoot. You're taking damage. Press C to shoot. Get away from me. Press C to shoot. It's a button on the back of the controller. You won't get away from me. Press C to shoot. It's a button on the back of the controller. For the love of God. Press C to shoot. Press the fucking Z. Oh, you died.
Rip. Oh, is it a kick gimmick again? I think it's a kick thing.
Well, everybody, it's time for a
Well, you guys, it's the slowest kick stream in the history.
This is one that I remember when it came out, my friend owned it, and I didn't even know what it was. And he said, "I'm going to bring it over to your house so we can play 2-player." So we started playing it, and I was like, "Oh, this game's awesome. The animation's good. The combat's fun." And then we got to the stage where you're on the land speeder jumping over platforms. And I said, "What did you bring to my house? This game is awful." So I never owned it, but it's infamous. It's infamous how difficult this game is, okay? So let's go. It's time for Battletoads.
Yeah, but that was terrible.
About it. I'm gonna make suspend points like crazy in this game. This game is hard,
and of course,
man.
he's gonna save Scum.
It's such a
the king of retro, by the way. That's what happens when you call yourself fucking king. People actually expect you to be decent or actually good at stuff, and then it turns out you're not royalty. You're just royalty free. And then you ask people for money, which is not what a king does. But yeah.
Oh no! I got an extra life. Immediately lost the extra life. Fuck! What? What the fuck? Oh my god! I can't hit him. He's right next to me. Ah! I can't hit him. I miss every time. Are you kidding me? I miss every time.
DSP starring in The Man with the Golden Gun.
Hey, there you go. The man with a golden gun.
Seriously?
As opposed to Ethan Ralph, who is the man with the...
I think there's a cheese tactic where you can just keep hitting him.
I don't know.
He can never get a shot at you. But I don't remember.
He's above the golden gun. He is the gun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the cheese tactic.
That's why he's the gun.
You hit him over.
The gun.
Can't hit stage.
Okay, this is getting skipped.
All hail Battletoads. Yeah, it's a
yeah, this is getting battle skipped
game.
I'm enjoying the facial expressions though. He's really vibing with it. He's doing great.
Whatever you say.
What's next?
Most boring driving games I've ever seen in my life. I don't want to play it anymore. I've only played it for 8 minutes. I'm done. There's nothing to it. Just drive. Okay, go to sleep. Like, here's the thing. I don't like NASCAR. I don't like F1. I don't like any realistic racing. It's boring to me. That's why I don't watch it. That game is literally, oh, look, it's just driving in a circle, only it looks like it's in the future. But it's boring. There's nothing to it. So, why am I actually playing it? You're not. I'm not. I'm done. Screw that game. That was legit terrible. Let's do another game. Seriously.
I love the random salt, like random impulse salt when he's just mad and saying anything.
Well, that's fucking stupid. Like, why am I playing it? Well, I'm not. Fuck you.
Yeah, that was a terrible marathon. He got like $300, but it's still fine. Like, it is still fine for him as long as he gets more than 300. He's cool.
And you are chilling and enjoying, please.
And the marathon, the thing about the marathons is he has all day to extort you for money, all day, and he doesn't stop at nothing. Like, once he starts, if he's not happy, he's gonna just sit there, legit sit there, and wait for you to give him money. He is so shameless. He has reached the peak of shamelessness, where he is unstoppable.
Support the stream in some way. Best way and easiest way is just to like the stream if you're watching on YouTube. It's free, it gives engagement, it brings more people to the stream, so please do that if you haven't yet. Outside of that, please consider supporting the stream in some way. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can do a super chat. You can you can become a member. You can give some memberships to the community. All that would help tremendously.
Oh yeah, the community. He loves the community so much.
A sub or gift a sub. Or if you're watching, no matter where you are, you can actually send a tip via PayPal. If you're watching on demand, you could leave a super thanks on the video, or you could like the video and leave comments for engagement. All right. I'll be honest, we are 40 minutes into today's stream. It's not doing so well. It sucks because we were doing well when I was playing this before Resident Evil. Then I went on the break to play Resident Evil basically for a week. We come back, we have way less attendance and almost no support for the game. This blows because I really like the game and I want to keep playing it. I don't know how I'm going to play a lengthy JRPG if no one's here to support it. So
yeah, just don't.
I mean, I hope that things turn around on the stream. We still do have about 3 hours left.
You're the master of your destiny, right? If you don't like something, just like don't bother.
But right now it ain't looking so good.
I'm the master of my destiny, you fucking idiot. I'll do what I want.
Old school term.
Unless I don't.
Chill vibes and fun. I would love to keep playing this game. Here, Rose Diamond, you don't have to pay attention to these people. She says, I get the art style is turning people off. If you're not used to it, it can make it hard to make the mature parts of the story seriously. The game is as faithful as the art style as ever looked in-game. The people who are complaining about the art style want me to play Pacopia. I want you to think about that for a second.
Yo, Phil. Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
It's not legit. It's just people.
It's always good when people are shitting on him.
Be whiny bitches on the internet, and they don't have any bearing on anything. So just don't pay attention to them.
What?
If you didn't notice, I don't.
A few minutes.
Yep.
So guys,
yeah, don't forget to support the community. By the way,
If you want to gift some subs to the community, they're gonna appreciate it. Yeah, you fucking idiot morons. Fucking dumb fucking idiot moron. Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck shit idiot.
Real with all of you. I like the game. I liked the game when I was playing it before, and it was an underperforming game, but today we've got like 20-something bucks of support, and I've been streaming since 11 a.m. Okay? It's not doing well. All right? At all. In any way. And I still got another 2 hours, 15 minutes on the stream, but yeah, this is not really working too well. It sucked because the last couple of streams of the game actually did really well. People were coming by and saying, hey, I like this game, please keep playing it, and they were supporting it. I don't know where those people are today. Okay, people were asking for this game in the last week. They were like, when are you bringing back Dragon Quest? And I said, next week, we're bringing it back. This sucks. How can I stream a game if I stream all day and there's 20 bucks of support? I can't. Okay, I'm just being real. I can't. It's terrible.
come on, man.
Like this game,
Oh.
to support it today.
And now again, we have to rely on pity. Pity, actual pity. Oh, feel bad for me. I like this game.
Please, okay? Let's go. Let's get some support right now. Let's get a sub. Let's get some kicks. Let's get a super chat, a tip, a membership. Can we get some support at all for Dragon Quest? Even if it's not a lot, a little helps. If a couple people give a little bit, it adds up. You understand? So let's go. Who do I think could beat GoldenEye faster, me or a Petri dish of brain cells? I guess it would depend on who knows the controls. If the Petri dish knows the controls, it probably would beat me soon. Or beat me it would probably beat the game faster than me. Excuse me. I said it backwards. Yeah. Because that's why I didn't know how to play it. I didn't understand the controls at all. I jumped right in. The controls were insanely not intuitive. You know, it was the thumbstick moves you forward, back, left, right in every direction, which no game does in the modern era. The firing was left trigger. Figure that out. every game right trigger is fire, but it was left trigger. So the controls are just bizarre. If I had played GoldenEye in the 90s and that was the control scheme on the N64, then maybe I would have understood it. But I didn't know what the hell was going on. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and play you guys some highlight clips and go on a break. When I come back, there'll be another hour of Dragon Quest 7 here on the stream.
Okay,
everyone.
let's skip Dragon Quest. We need this.
I do hope that we can do better next time. Seriously, I hope so. But I guess we'll see what happens.
Defeated. Come on, Master.
What's going on,
Destiny Master?
Good morning. And welcome to the DSP Morning Show. How y'all doing? I hope I find you well, and I hope that you are ready for the final streaming day of the week here on DSP Gaming. It is a snow day. That's right. It is a snow day here in Washington. If you can believe it. I don't. It's March 13th, 2026. That's right. It's Friday the 13th, and maybe that's why it's snowing outside. Because I'm not kidding you.
Because it's Friday the 13th.
Snow coming down. I think right now we have around 3 inches, and it's
actually for real with the.
It waited until the final week.
I forgot. Never mind.
Entire season.
Forget about it.
To snow. We have not actually had temperatures cold enough for snow the entire.
Okay, this is a snow segment. This is getting skipped straight up.
Hey, snow
Are we
is
gonna
fine.
beg here?
There's no wind.
No, more snow. Weather boy. Oh, what the fuck is this song?
It's used 1/5 of the battery. Yep.
Oh, this when his power went out. This when the power went out. Hold on, we need to watch that. He's getting off his chair like he got the diaper on.
And that's what just happened. And this makes no sense. Again, there's no bad weather outside. It's snowing. That's okay. Snow is fine. There's no wind. You know what I mean? There's no reason for this whatsoever.
Well, it happened. It happened. That's the thing. It's so annoying when people do that. And it's not isolated to him. It's like, whoa, this thing happened. I don't understand why it happened. It's so annoying that it happened. And it just, like, the definition of bitching. Because to me, there's a difference between bitching and complaining. Because complaining is, like, you're unhappy about something that you have to do, but you're going to address it. So you're like, it's normal to complain. It's like, oh, I have to get up and go to work and deal with annoying shit all day. But you're going to do it. And bitching is like just actually whining for the sake of whining. You're not doing anything. You're not changing anything. It's just being abrasive to be abrasive.
Well, folks. I guess we can hang out for a few more minutes, and then we got to turn everything off. All right?
And he didn't. He didn't turn anything off. He just waited until it died. And then, well, rest assured, it did die, and everything got shut off by force.
This is stupid. Can we just wait it out? No, because the battery backup's going to die. That's the thing. Like, the battery backup for any PC, it only lasts a little bit. And right now, I got 2 lights running on it. I've got monitor, I got the computer, all these accessories running on it, and the internet is running on it. That's why the internet's still on, because the modem's plugged into that. But it's gonna die in a couple minutes. No, if the power comes back, I'm streaming. This sucks. I was down, I'm ready to go for Slay the Spire 2. I want to play, but this is just insanely stupid. At least my phone still has a good charge. Yeah, my phone's still like 90% because it's early in the day. At least I'll be able to do stuff on my phone, I guess, while the power's out. This sucks. I'm actually pretty pissed off. I'm trying to just stay
pissed
cool.
off.
But I've had
or what? But what are you gonna do?
No one in this state knows how to do anything right.
But what are you gonna do about it? Like, are you gonna crash out on somebody on the phone? Are you gonna call the president and yell at him on the phone? What are you gonna do exactly, buddy? Like, what's this fucking weird fake ass promo cutting on no one? What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna eat it and you're gonna stay without power until the power gets turned back on. Because that's how it is. That's what everybody else has to do. And you're gonna have to do it too, because you're not special.
They're all inept at what they do. Our government, our infrastructure, it's a joke. Dude, it's lightly fucking snowing outside. I'm serious outside. It's like maybe 2 to 3 inches of snow. It's not the end of the world. Why is the fucking power out right now? What a bunch of idiots. That's right. I don't want to crash out. I don't.
But I don't want to crash out. You should though. Come on.
Play Slay the Spire 2. Guys, I was pumped to play Slay the Spire 2 today. I was super
Guys, I don't want to crash out.
so excited to play with you because I love this game, and now my whole day is screwed up. And the thing is, when the power goes out and doesn't come right back on, it usually takes them hours to get it back on. I'm not kidding. So we might have to wait till like late afternoon or maybe even skip this entire stream because of these idiots.
These idiots. The guy blaring the fucking shitty background music. I feel like I'm on the worst Dutch music festival ever. And I've been to a couple and they're all terrible, to be honest. But this one is the worst one. The hard style music is too loud. It has nowhere it has no place on a DSP stream or anybody's stream for that matter.
We're experiencing major power outages in your area. We're unable to provide any kind of restoration time. They actually just emailed me that. We're just unable to give you any kind of restoration time.
I mean, yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Well, you're gonna find out when it's back, buddy. Like, what do you want? Okay. Like with everybody else.
An email from Comcast, my internet. We're aware that severe weather is affecting your Comcast business service. No, it's not. It's light snow. There's no severe weather. Do you see
They're gonna have a debate about the weather
that run this state? Oh, well, because there's a little bit of snow outside, that means everything comes to a screeching halt.
But does he think that they just pulled the plug on the internet? Because like, I don't know. Like, does he think like somebody on purpose was like, okay, we need to put a stop to this. Turn off everybody's electricity because it's snowing a little bit. And if that was the case, that even makes it funnier to me. I love that happened to him because shit like this always happens to him. It's like he lives in a parallel reality. And he spends so much money to live above everybody else, to be in a gated community, be able to flex on everyone, have the amazing sense of security that he has. And it's fucking awesome. Like, actually awesome.
Life as we know it ends. Dude, it's a fucking flurry. When I lived in Connecticut, we had 2 feet of snow, and we still had to go to work. You know? Here it's like, oh no. The battery
so annoying.
Will not last long
Shitty
running
music.
everything. The point of a battery backup is that you're supposed to have enough time to properly save and shut down everything you're doing. It doesn't last a long time. It doesn't. Like,
and are you gonna properly, safely shut it down, or is it just gonna run out of battery and it's all gonna die?
It says it's already used 1/5 of the battery. Yep. So, and that's been what, 10 minutes? So I probably have about half an hour left to hang out with you guys. You want me to? I'll just stay here, but I can't play a game. I can't even turn on my PC. We could just hang out and talk until the power goes out, I guess, if you want to do that. In fact, you know what? Here, I'll stop recording. There's no point in me continuing to record because I'll just leave this as an archived stream. But like I said, no, what sucks now is when the power goes out, we're going to be stuck with like nothing to do besides mess around on our phones, right? Like there's nothing else to do all day.
Oh, too bad. That's the happy and successful life you have living with your soulmate. Once the power goes off, you just sit on your phone all day in silence and do nothing interesting whatsoever.
It's cold. It's freezing outside with snow.
You can't read a book. You can't talk to each other. You can't play cards. You can't play a board game. You can't do anything. You can't even have sex because they don't do that. They're mature adults. Having sex is infantile. It's for teenagers over the age of consent.
And we don't even have heat because there's no power.
Oh, you should just... I don't know. Well, I don't know, man. Can't do anything. I'm sorry. That's how adults are. No! We lost Philip. We lost him. No, I hope he's okay. I hope he survives this disaster. Hello? Is this Mother Nature? What is taking so long? Why isn't my power back on? $41 in tips. Everyone cried.
Papa Slapnuts did a $5 super chat. What a name, Papa Slapnuts. Oh. When are you going to play Crimson Desert? And literally as he says that, on the other side, on the kick, someone tagged me and says, are you playing Crimson Desert? We played Crimson Desert. Did you not see Friday what we did? Or Thursday what we did? We played it for nearly 5.5 hours. Nice attack.
Oh yeah, this was godlike.
He actually took 75% of my health. Dude, this is just awful garbage. Made by complete fucking brainless twits. And they expect $70 for this garbage. I don't care. I have a million other things to play that I'll enjoy better.
And he's still playing it.
Any further.
He is still playing it. He came back and he kept playing it.
Shown you what I've shown you. I've explained and justified my opinion. I'm done. Okay? But there are these people on the internet who like absolutely, positively need you to see things their way. Okay?
Ooh.
There are creators who are championing this game and they're like,
bro, you literally taking talking points off of Twitter and you're losing your mind about them. And none of those people that made those points know that you exist or care about your take, but you're crashing out over it.
you just don't get it. When you played Crimson Desert the first time and you didn't like it, it's because you approached it with a mindset that's not of this kind of game.
That is true, though.
Understand that
That's
this is
objectively
just a
true.
sandbox, and in a sandbox, it's not about the story.
Oh no, I'm done with this. We talked about this enough. I'm done with this. This is the most insufferable bad faith opinion you can have. For a video game. It's a video game. Ugh. Hey, big up Siwo Moto for the $1. Here's the message.
This power outage is a great metaphor for his career. He doesn't take action when a problem arises, just complains and waits until it's too late, clinging on instead of letting go. Soon it's lights out on DSP Gaming.
Yeah, it's until the last minute, the last second, you need to hold off. It's great. It's great. He's always been like this. He will always be like this. I think if you wanted to make a case that a person can never change, you could probably do that with DSP. That would be one of your best chances.
Stream. There's no way. Not when I just had one of the lowest supported streams I've had. Actually, this may be the lowest supported stream I had all year.
Maybe of all time ever. Of the entire galaxy.
Like, actually,
the entire universe, perhaps.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this is the slowest support stream I've had all year. So,
yeah, maybe all decade. Why not?
The game. I think it's ingenious. I think it's fun. I think it's unique.
I like the game, stupid.
As an audience, I mean, of course
Idiot.
it does, because 500,000 people are playing this a day. But I can't make people like it or like to watch it. Okay? So, I do like the...
Notice how we're using the player count as proof that the game is good. But Crimson Desert, 5 million copies, that means nothing. That's like they got scammed into buying it. They didn't actually know what they were buying, and they hated it. Everyone hated it.
Game, perhaps we would bring it back.
And they're idiots.
Night stream at some point, but I obviously cannot continue to play it as a daytime stream after today, you know? It was fun. What, 18 hours I think we played? I'm trying to remember how many videos I made of it. A good amount, I would say. So, thank you for watching if you did. Thank you for engaging if you did. And of course, thank you for supporting if you did. All right? The game was great. Did I get any new achievements today? There are no achievements. It's in early access. That's right. Okay. Here's the thing. If more games like this, unique games come out, I would love to know about them. I would absolutely love to play more variety of games. And this definitely fits into that wheelhouse for sure, does it not? But, you know, I got to do this the wise thing, and I got to play games that are going to have people come and want to see my streams and support them. And this didn't always do great anyway. The first stream it did. After that, it was rough. And now...
Oh, no. We get more crying and explaining.
Life is life. It is what it is. If I could just do whatever I wanted on every stream, it would be amazing. But
isn't that... Hold on. Hold on. The master of his destiny. Master of destiny. You can't do what you want on your own stream? No. No way. Phil. It's almost like you're not the master of your destiny. You can't do that. You can't say that. The trolls are going to say that.
Why? All right, guys. So thank you so much.
Wah, 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 wah.
In the future, maybe we'll do a late night stream of Slay the Spire 2, or maybe we would bring it back when the game updates and there's new characters. Because I played all 5 now. I've seen all the characters that the game has to offer. So I wouldn't be against playing it again in the future to check out new
Life is
content or
life,
whatever.
you guys.
All right? All right. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to lie. That's a huge disappointment for me. I love the game, and now I can't.
Oh, he loves the game. It's
You know.
not even liking it.
But it's
He transcends liking it. He's in love with the game.
So, tonight,
he's making love to the game.
it is the return of Street Fighter 6. We are going to try to get Alex to master tonight. You know, one way or another, we're close. We're already very close to getting him to master. He's at 4-star diamond, so another session, very well tonight, we could pull it off, especially if I hit a win streak with him tonight. We could pull it off. The problem is, I don't play the game enough. You know, like, I've only used Alex twice, and now it's like, I feel like tonight I'm starting from square one again, while everyone else
Then play the game more.
ranked
I
just
don't
keeps
know.
playing constantly. I rarely play it.
I never understood that complaint. You're playing a competitive online multiplayer game, and you're playing the ranked version. You're not even playing the casual. I get it. If he was playing casual, you get to play with dudes that don't take it seriously. They don't care. They're playing it for practice. That's cool. But you're playing the casual, the competitive, and then you're complaining that people are too competitive and that you don't play it enough. Well, then just don't. And if you think the casual is too boring, then you're just boring, I guess. Remember when DSP said if you think his stream is boring, then you're boring? Which I have no idea how you could make that point or how this point would make sense. Considering that he is supposed to be the entertaining person, and I'm supposed to be sitting here and watching the entertaining person and being entertained. I don't know. Don't ask. You're stupid.
Is it going to be going again tonight? It might be. You know, I want to get Alex to master tonight, but I don't know if we're going to do it. We'll have to see. Okay? But that's tonight between 7-7:30. Come on back. Hang out with me, and let's see if we can pull it off. Obviously, if we get good support on that stream, that would help a lot for the fact that this stream was the slowest of the year.
Oh, slowest of the year. Now we have
tomorrow.
We should have the DSP Stream Awards. Slowest stream of the year goes to Slay the Spire. Then we play a clip. And then the most pay pig stream of the year goes to the DSP Birthday Marathon 2026. And then honorable award would go to Asmongold for lifetime achievement in Pignosis.
Dragon Quest 7
In
Reimagined
Pignosis amplification.
RimWorld. All right. Okay. So thank you guys for those who like Slay the Spire 2. I appreciate you, and you know, I'm with you. I'm feeling just as down and sad as you probably are that we're not playing it anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm depressed.
You know, what can I do? Tried my best. I mean, we can all agree. I tried my best. I didn't crash out. I didn't sit here just begging the whole stream. I just played the game.
I didn't beg the whole. But I mean, if he crashed out and he begged the whole stream, he would have had a more successful stream. Statistically speaking, he will.
That's life.
Why didn't he do
Really
that?
likes certain kinds of games, and in this case, it is what it is, right? Hello, everyone on the internet. I'm making it formally known that on Monday, April 6th, I am doing a birthday marathon here on DSP Gaming. All right? I'm going to be playing games and having fun, having some drinks, having a cake, and all kinds of stuff on my birthday. I am formally inviting
didn't have a cake?
Gold if he is broadcasting that day.
Look at what kind of a goofy dork he looks like, man. Especially with this shirt with like the fake marijuana leaves. Or I don't even know what that's supposed to be. It's like an actual tablecloth. Like my grandma's tablecloth. Whoa, this is so fresh and stylish, said no one.
Same time I am.
And of course, we have to have the Street Fighter shirt. Because that's cool, and that is contrast. We can't just have a black shirt. Because having a black shirt, okay, then it's fine. It wouldn't be too distracting. It would be perfectly okay. But no, we can't do that. It's DSP, dude. Needs to be more stylish.
Briefly come on the marathon stream and have a quick conversation to catch up and see how he's doing, and I'll let him know how I'm doing, if he's interested. And if he's not, that's fine. But this is the only way I will ever get his attention, is if I formally do it like this. I know that if I send him a DM somewhere, like on X or Discord, he'll never see it. All right? So send this his way. Let Asmongold know he's formally invited to be a quick guest. This will not be a
quick guest. Don't overstay your welcome.
Anytime during
just swing by and send people to give me money and fuck off.
11 a.m. Pacific time.
A quick guest.
Go all the way till like 9 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, April 6th.
Just like inviting somebody to your birthday party and being like, well, yeah, but after 10 p.m. you got to go home. The party is over. It's such a fucking dork. It's just a quick guest. Not like a full style guest. Not for as long as you want. But like for as long as I get some benefit out of your presence.
A formal announcement, formal invite to Asmongold if he wants to come on. It's
holy shit, he formally invited him.
There you go.
Oh, imagine, not imagine, but remember that one time when he was saying that he's gonna have like was that the digital summer party, some stupid gimmick? And he told, oh no, it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles marathon something. And he told people to like order pizza by themselves so they can eat pizza while he's eating pizza. And that was like some of the most parasocial cringe shit I've ever seen any YouTuber do. And it was genuinely humiliating and embarrassing to even listen to.
Yeah, guys, you can also buy pizza so we can eat pizza together. And it's like we're enjoying each other's company, okay?
Ah, it's so so cringe. So cringe. And I think that's going to be it for today, dudes. I think that's going to be it, brother. So next time is going to be next time. I don't know. Maybe if today's pre-stream is interesting, maybe tomorrow, but probably not. Probably today's pre-stream is going to be trash. So enjoy it.
My drive-by birthday party, Asmongold. No Bloods, no Crips, only tips.
Yeah. No Bloods, no Crips, only tips. In subs, in kicks. We get kicks for the Crips. The Crips showing up, the Blood showing up, they get kicks. And super chats. So, big ups, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Peace out. Keep it flat and stay sway. Yonk out.